Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. With time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good do. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help how. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long, right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now, but I'm done waiting, done wasting my time. Got this sweet talk, I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk, you need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, it feels so nice. With time, you I know
Hello, everybody. What a interesting day, if you ask me. Right? Oh, dog came over for a second. Hey, boy. Yeah, I'm working. I'm working. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, hope all of you guys have been doing. Hope all of you guys have been doing well here today. I know Bitcoin's getting slammed. Let me turn down my headphones here a little bit. All right, so we've been talking about Bitcoin being bearish for I don't know how long here. We're just now finally starting to see some of those larger moves. We no, go drink some water. But we're finally starting to see those moves here when we're breaking down below this trend line here. We talked about this a little bit last week, and the main reason for us being kind of more bearish than normal because, so far we had an opportunity to really hold this level here, hold this trend line. Even though we kind of bounced below it, we were still holding it. The first time I had some concern was right here when we closed down below it. I was letting you guys know, hey, bro, this guy's needy. Um, but basically, as soon as we broke down below the level right here, that gave me the flashing signal that said, hey, next time we come down to test this level out, we're not going to hold. And then when we came back over here, we did the traditional breakdown, test out a level of resistance, and shorts are attacking us. It's also going in tandem with the market right now. That's really the bad thing right here. I woke up early this morning and actually took a nap for part of the morning here, and I was looking at earnings like at 3 o'clock in the morning. As far as maybe it was 4 o'clock in the morning. 3 a.m. UPS and a few other companies, and the earnings weren't bad. So I went to bed thinking, okay, maybe we'll just have a choppy morning. But no, Bitcoin is getting shorted to oblivion right now. And we'll talk about all that. This is going to be more of a technical day here, guys, where we can go over the next few days, most likely to 37,000, 35,000, and we'll be talking about that a little bit more. Not Elon Musk. Uh, actually, let's just go over here and we can look at what the whales are doing very fast, if I can find some. Where's the whale app? There you go, whale trades. Yeah, here we go. So Bitcoin shorted 5 million, Bitcoin shorted 4 million, Bitcoin shorted $39 million. $39 million. That is a big, big short right there. Bitcoin shorted 7.5. Bitcoin shorted 5. 5 for Ethereum. So whales are taking us down here in not a good manner. You can see the 20-day moving average is acting as a level of resistance. So let's talk about supports and where you guys might be able to find some opportunities to be buying back in here, okay? So before we go into the technicals of Bitcoin, one thing you guys may look at is the fact that, hey, we have earnings coming out in 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours at the latest. If you guys wanted to take a buying opportunity maybe those earnings are going to be very good, maybe they're going to defy expectations. And what that would mean is that tomorrow the stock market would absolutely boom, and you would see crypto boom and have a crazy reversal, having a massive short squeeze. That's one opportunity, but you're not going to be looking for a flat level of support. You're just going to be buying somewhere now to take the opportunity. High risk. This is gambling off of earnings, which is always a high risk play. The last time we played earnings was the Netflix puts that we did, and those ended up printing like 1,300%. But I mean, it's a lot different to go with Apple, Google, and those type of huge market cap companies, right? All right, but let's go over to the weekly chart here, guys, because the only thing you're going to see here as far as support level is concerned is the next level of support we have is somewhere down here at about $37,000. If we break below that, we'll talk about it. It won't be good, to say the least here. Uh, Now here we have the Gann levels. Uh, I know a lot of you guys watch the channel normally, but if you guys are new because it's kind of, more people are interested in crypto right now because everything's falling, uh, the way I do my Gann levels is I use 4 different charts, each using different time frames. So if you look at this chart right here, these Gann levels use the lows from 2018. These Gann levels use the low from 2020. The last summer's lows, 2021, and this one right here, using the lows from early January. Once we had this coming back down from 69,000. Okay, so use that in context. So let's go back over here. This one's overly not too important. Just kind of, hey, a few weeks down the road, we might be all the way down here at $33,000. We're gonna have. I mean, there's no way we're gonna keep on going down like this unless something's get really, really bad in the market, and I mean stock market in traditional markets, all of them. Nope, what is that doing? There we go. Uh, That aside here, that support level right now on this Gann level is going to be about 33,000. We're going to be using this for Fibonacci extension levels and Fibonacci retracement levels here in a few seconds on the weekly chart. But we haven't had 5 red candles weekly, 5 weeks going down in a row since 2014. Think about that. 2014. We're going to go all the way back over there. We have 4 right here. We have 4, 4, 3, 3. Go all the way back over here. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this the right one? Ah, this isn't the right one. This only goes back to 2015. Hold on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there, 2014. That's the last time we had 5 weekly red candles in a row. Um, that was not a good time. And if you ask me, this is not a good time. But I hope you guys kind of took my little bit of a warning that, hey, we're still bearish here. Um, I hate telling you guys we're not bullish, but it saves you some money. I would hope to think, right? I'll be watching a lot of other YouTubers' channels because everything I've seen over the past couple weeks is I've been seeing so many bulls saying we're going to hold support, hold support, hold support, even though the technicals were a little bit more bearish. And if you guys go through the patterns, you guys know my rants about being bearish here. I'm hoping we can still find a way to rebound. We're going to rely on the whales to do that. And why would you rely on whales until they actually make a move here? We'll also talk about whale number 3 here, but let's go back over a second. Uh, so if you guys are using the weekly charts to kind of plan out these larger moves here, guys, let me actually show you what my Fibonacci levels are going to be right now, because there's a few, and they all kind of have some semblance of importance here. Now, going off of last summer's lows, we're going to put the Fibonacci levels up here. We broke below this last one here a few days ago. It did act as a good level of resistance, resistance, resistance. Support there when we broke out above before falling back down. Also the 20-week moving average here. So if we're going off of these Fibonacci's, we may be coming all the way back down here to $35,000. Be careful. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Now, this is the one I've been using more likely. This one right here. Shorter term one, if you guys like to use shorter term swings, I think this is going to be more applicable to you guys. Right now, we're at a Fibonacci level right here. I haven't been using this one as much, mostly because I found some choppiness right here. I know it's from afterwards, but it just kind of irks me. But we do have support, broke down below it. Now we're testing at this one. So it's been pretty accurate so far since that time, which makes more sense. My eyes just don't like it. But yeah, so we're technically at a support level right now. If you guys think that maybe, hey, we're going to do some type of U formation like that, this would be a good opportunity to buy. Just be careful. We're still waiting for these earnings in 2 hours. If they are not good, we may just come back down to like $36,000 over the next 36 to 48 hours. So not good, but we still have opportunities to have a little bit more of a rebound here. But at this point, it's really going to require the earnings reports to be fantastic, out of this world, beating expectations by a mile, and that's going to be able to help out the market. But if it doesn't, yeah. All right. One last one here, guys. This is more of a longer term thing. Going from the lows way over here. Using the Fibonacci levels that kind of helped us with this Gann level back over here in January. If you guys are looking at this fib level, we may come all the way back down here to 35,000 again. It seems like we have a very strong level of support from Fibonacci levels and Gann levels around this $35,000 area. So if you guys are planning for a larger swing where maybe you guys want to buy and hold for a couple weeks, more specifically for altcoins, because as Bitcoin kind of falls here, you will see altcoins fall. When altcoins get pumped back up, because Bitcoin's going back up, you'll see 20 to 30% gains in those altcoin markets. So if you're looking for those longer swings, 35,000 to 37,000 seems to be a decent buying range for those levels, okay? Now, we don't usually talk about this too much. I did just post a video about Fibonacci extension and how to use them if you guys want to watch that video after you guys watch this one. But let me add this onto the screen here because we have 3 Fibonacci extension levels that you guys may be interested in. This is more long term for the couple examples I want to show you, but maybe I'll add one short term in there as well. All right. Here are the Fibonacci extension levels. You see how we actually tapped right on it? I didn't really notice this for a while because I had been too preoccupied with the 200 daily moving average, so If I put the daily chart up here, you'll see that, oh, it doesn't even have the 200 on here. Whatever. 200 right there. Make my life a little bit easier. Uh, but we tapped right on it. For this example, the Fibonacci level is actually no, the log is actually off here, and that's where you see it hit right there. But guess what? If I were to turn the log on with this Fibonacci extension level, and Fibonacci extensions are just saying, hey, we found a bounce. How high are the levels of resistance that we're looking at? Okay, just in case you guys need to know what it is. Look what happens if I click the fib levels based on log scale on. Goes right back to that level of resistance. So this one's been pretty accurate. If you guys are looking for longer term swings, your level of resistance is still going to be up here at about 48,289. So just understand that from this larger play here, this is a larger move right there. That's what we're looking at, and I think we might have already used that up here, but we'll see down the road if we need to come back to it. I'll keep this on my Gann charts in the future. Okay. Now, going over here now, if you guys are trying to get more bullish on this, we did have. I mean, this is the last one we were probably using, or I was using, and we're always aiming for one, right there. One. If you guys watch the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. But we hit one, we got rejected off of it, also the 200 daily moving average, and now we're coming back down here. Look at that. We're finally breaking down below that one. Now, of course, we have support right here, about 34,000. This is an extension tool, so I'm not really going to be using it for levels of support beyond anything crazy down to this level, okay? But you can see on the way down, support, finally breaking down. So that's just another bearish sign of the times we're in right now, okay? Specifically for this week. We can hope we can turn around next week. If we have 6 weekly candles in a row, I don't know what's going to happen. But this week I am buying. I just bought some before the shoe went on. I am still buying at these levels for maybe a swing that would happen next week. But these are not drastically large plays. These are kind of small nibbles that I'm buying. And if we do have some type of larger move next week where we have to have a little bit of a rebound, I'll sell them. If they do not work out, I'm holding them for the long term. These are not even small or medium or large plays that I'm putting into the market right now. Just these little plays that add up over time, if you get what I'm saying. And the last one right here that we're looking at, if you guys want that Fibonacci extension, going back down, we did have a low right here, but now it doesn't even matter. So if we hold this level today, maybe we can get back up here to $44,000 or so. I'm not banking on this anytime soon. I really want to see a solid level of support before we do anything else. Yeah, because right now this is the highest point we have. I mean, yeah, that's maybe low, yeah. So we're in a picky spot, guys. Just for you guys as knowledge for down the road, though, if you guys do want to go off of some of these other Fibonacci levels, I don't know if this is gonna let me do it with the magnet here. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. Down the road, one of the levels I have for Bitcoin is up actually right around $100,000, but it seems to be right below 100,000. So down the road, guys, if we do ever have a bigger spike, and we'll see how far this really comes back down to, we may see a big mega bull trap around $100,000 in the future. That's just way down the road. But I'm excited to see if that does happen. Could be a year from now, could be 2 years from now. We really don't know. This is going to be a long consolidation period here now. All right, that's just one Gann level. Let's go over here. Which one is this? 2020 app. A little bit different. I don't have all the colors and the backgrounds on here. Yesterday we were talking about how we were trying to hold it, how we bounced off and we were doing a good job holding. We're back down to breaking down below this level. Last time we broke below this, this little pinkish line here. I mean, right here we had a big drop. Here we had a nasty drop. On the weekly chart, it still seems like we're going to have a nasty drop. So nothing is really looking too good about these charts. We're going to be hoping for earnings to kind of switch things up here and hoping we can kind of hold on to those Fibonacci levels that we talked about earlier. But again, right now, we are breaking down below the Gann levels right here. I'm not going to go over all the same Fibonacci levels that we just did over a few minutes ago. Same chart, right? Just different Gann levels. Going back over here to the 2000 lows or 2021 lows of last summer. Support all the way down here at about 35,000 again. Again, a signal that, hey, 35,000, about that area is a good place to start buying. I would say anything under 37 is a good idea. You may see that 37 buy-ins fall a little bit, but I think if we do have a rebound here to kind of get a breather back again, that's where you might see some profits. But again, I'm not doing any larger positions until we probably get closer to $35,000. Okay. Dude, what are you doing? My dog feels needy. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah, you. All right. But yeah, again, $35,000 here. Nothing too crazy. We talked about that a little bit more. Here's one that's a little bit more interesting for you guys if you guys want to take a peek at it. These are using Gann levels again from the 2022 basically onward from the lows of this year. All right. You can see this level of support has been it's been okay for us since we put it down here. Let me get rid of the Gann extension levels. We already talked about this support right. We're breaking down below that. But you guys can see right now we held, we held resistance, we held, and now we're breaking down. Again, we come down here to about $35,900 if we were to take this next level down here. Okay, so a lot of support levels are kind of being breached. If we're going off of basic technicals, though, I mean, by that I just mean levels of support. We do have a little bit of support around here, about 37,760. That's kind of where we are now. And we also do have some support right here, about 37,000. One last thing before we go back and check out most of the other altcoins in the markets. We still have earnings, and I want to stress that. As much as I've been saying over the past few months, Bitcoin's bearish, Bitcoin's bearish, at this moment in time, we still have an opportunity to hold this Gann level right here, the 4 to 1. That's going to require us to have a good earnings report, and then we could try to curl back up. It won't look organic, but that's the bullish case right now. There's not really many bullish cases to be had in this market, right? I I'm gonna watch some other YouTubers' videos because there's a lot of bulls of the market, of course, on YouTube, and I'm gonna see what they say and see if they can kind of illuminate me on their kind of thought process over the next few days. Because I normally don't second guess myself when I tell you guys I'm bearish or I'm bullish and stuff like that. I'm usually pretty confident in my opinions, right? Ever since I started doing YouTube about a year ago and I kind of built up this following, I've been much more self conscious and much more anxiety about telling you guys when I'm bearish. And even though I've been right, generally here, these whales, or not whales, these Bitcoin bulls on Twitter and YouTube, they always have me second guessing myself. So I still kind of want to listen to what they have to say here. If there's any good bullish case for Bitcoin going forward right now, okay? Uh, but okay, but that's kind of what I'm looking at right now today, guys. Precarious spot to say the least. And before we also hop on over here, Finviz, look at that. We're leveling off. Bitcoin is also leveling off. Let's see what can happen there, okay? That's kind of the thing, like, hey, now we're waiting for earnings. Let's see what's going on. If you guys are buying for earnings now, it seems like it'd be a decent time. Anything else going over here? No. Oil's still going up. That's fun. All right. Back over here. Okay. Ethereum. Yesterday we talked about how a lot of stuff was at the moving averages and how we were either going to break out above them or come back down. I bought some coins anticipating we have a chance to break out. None of those plays worked out. All of them are down. Now they're the size of the nibble plays that we talked about before. So if it goes down, they just become longer term holds. But nothing from yesterday is working out as far as the opportunities to bounce and break out above those moving averages here. Ethereum is no exception here. Got rejected by the 20 and the 50. Close to having a death cross here. Last death cross that we had with Ethereum led to a small move here. Nothing too drastic. Death cross coming now, though. So be watchful of that. Doge getting slammed back down. There's a reason I tell you guys every single time, and I don't know how many times I've told you guys about Dogecoin. It's okay to sell on the pumps and then just buy more coins as it comes down. Right now we're waiting on the 20, but I'll keep telling you guys if you want to sell on the pump, that's probably the best thing to do because it has a history of pumping and dumping. And I told you guys this yesterday and so forth here. I think the thumbnail of the video itself even said pop, then drop. Let me verify that actually. Uploads. Yeah, 15 hours ago. Pop, then drop, right? And it broke out. Didn't hold it, but it did break out. So again, the 200 daily moving average seems to be our level of resistance here. Dude, you got to stop. You got to stop. This little guy had the nerve to chew through my shirt this morning, and I'm wearing it right now. You guys probably can't see it. And now he's being very, very needy. Like, can you guys see this? Yeah, see that little hole in my shirt? That's from that guy. He's chewing up my shirts now. But going down to Matic here, guys. Matic officially broke down, and I mean, we're close to going to the low for 2022. I mean, how far away are we off on this actually? I'll go from the price now. We're less than 2% from the lows of this year. So that's not a good sign for Matic. I mean, it broke back down over here. It broke out only to get rejected by the 200 just like everything else did. ADA close to breaking down here again, getting really close to the support level. Actually, as far as ADA is concerned, let me actually get rid of all these. Get rid of all these drawings here. Because we already got to lows over here. We may continue falling, finding a new low. Where can I find a Fibonacci level that actually matches up with this one? Probably blessed to go to the weekly chart here. 200 weekly moving average. Oh, Jesus, we may actually come back down to 55 cents. All right, so you heard me say that just a few seconds ago. Let's start the upward trend here. Did that match up? A little bit of support. It's not accurate. Where is this matching up at? A little bit of support, a little bit of support, a little bit of support. No. There's a level that makes good sense here. I'm just not having a good time finding it. Do I really have to go all the way down here? Support. Support. Yeah, I don't like that one though. I'll go with this one. Don't use my bad my bad Fibonacci style right here. I'm kind of trying to match it. Uh yeah. Yeah. Watch out for ADA. We may come back down to 72 cents or so over the next few days. And I mean that drop. I mean, just go back down to support. Don't even worry about the Fibonacci's. That's another 11% drop here. So be careful. Again, this is a weekly chart. Maybe we're gonna have a rebound, but right now nothing is looking too good. We have a lot of these weekly death crosses here, guys. Those are not going to be good going forward. XRP weekly chart. I'm just going to start removing all this stuff since all that bullish activity that we could have had, it's all in the trash right now because of all this bad stuff we've been going through. Yeah, man, this is going to be. Oh, I'm not even using the right one. Yeah, that's it. Support, support. I don't even know what we don't call that. Yeah, watch out for XRP possibly coming back down to 57 cents over the next few weeks. We'll see. I mean, I really think we need to have some type of rebound here. But I thought. I mean, again, the last time we've had 5 weekly candles was 2014. We are in kind of a crazy Bitcoin or crazy market experience because of how correlated Bitcoin is to the traditional stock market right now. Never has Bitcoin been so correlated to the Nasdaq and all the tech stocks. I don't like it. I've been ranting about it for a while now, but I think that's part of the reason is why we're having 5 red weeks in a row. We don't have this, guys. I mean, again, it's been over 8 years since we've had 5 red weeks. Think about that. 8 freaking years. 2014. No. 2014. Jesus, my math is no. It's 8 years, right? 6. Yeah, okay. Jesus, my brain is a little off today. Luna is the only thing really holding on for dear life right now. I don't know if I like Luna right now as well, though. It's trying to hold. It's down about 8% right now, but this thing has so much more to come down. Everything else, has found its highs and come back down. This might come back into contact with a 50-week moving average here, and that might be somewhere around $60. Not crazy, but to give it a few weeks, this still has a lot more room to come down. Okay. Sheeb, really? Oh, I guess this doesn't have as far a chart as we want it to have, but this one's actually still chugging pretty fine, actually, if I do say so. Had the breakout that gave us a nice return right there. That work at all? Not really. Yeah, Sheep's a special one because it has these nice little pumps, but we are bouncing off of the 50-week moving average right now. Hopefully we can stay above it. If we don't, that might be kind of bad, but I think it's more of what Bitcoin's doing for Sheep. Breakout there. EOS is fine. I mean, we might come back down to $1.86 or so, but that shouldn't be too crazy. Stop. We'll see if it stops this week at $30 or so. That's a pretty nice little stop thing right here. That Ethereum Classic stops. That's just taking baby steps, isn't it? Hmm. Watch out for Ethereum Classic coming back down to like $30 or so. I mean, it's only like $1.50 less than what it is now, but could be interesting there. Anything with dot still hovering on support, nothing crazy there. STMX is breaking down here. I don't like that one bit. Engine about to break down again, so watch out for that one. That could be a good shorting opportunity. FTM about to break down here at support. If there was ever a buying opportunity for FTM, it's kind of this level right here. You're gonna really be hoping we curl back up. This is probably be one of my favorite day trades for the day. Actually, this one right here. If I could, oh no, I'm gonna be streaming with you guys, but I'll keep an eye on this one right here because if I could have made a trade off of it, I would. So make a little bit of a long, maybe a 10x leverage play, hold it, have a stop loss of like 3%. So I'd be willing to lose 30% for the opportunity to just get it back up here. Nothing crazy. Back up here like 5% times the 10. So like 50% profit for 30% risk. Higher risk than you might normally take, but the fact that we're at the support level, right? I'd be kind of happy to play that one off if you understand what I'm saying. ICP, well, let's go back to the daily chart here. ICP is breaking down, and we are this close to all-time lows for ICP again. One of the reasons I told you guys to never buy this in bulk, and I told you guys a few days ago you might have a better buying opportunity if you just wait a few more weeks. You're definitely having your better buying opportunity right now. I think I told you guys I want to buy this if it gets down to like sub $10 level. I still stand by that. That would require it to lose like another 33% of market cap value though. So link coming down. There's a support level right here as you guys can see. We'll use this one. $11 or so. We'll see if we actually make it back down there. Litecoin at support. I mean, everything's just mana is breaking down below support, but I mean, it already did that a while ago. I just get that trend line in there the other day. So if we're going off the other trend line, we broke down right here, and now you're seeing the sideways, the downward trend, okay? Doge Elon getting rejected here, breaking down below the 200. Not looking good as well. Kind of choppy, but still kind of above, outperforming a lot of other coins. A lot of other coins are kind of like way down here at this moment in time. It's somewhat at a decent level. That means it can come down even harder. So just be aware of that. Anything else? Soul's kind of going choppy. We don't even need this anymore. That was an old trend line. Anything else? The breakout was nice. That was one thing. But as far as this is concerned, not really much going on for it at this moment in time. I'd be looking at some type of Fibonacci level just from the start of the trend here. And yeah, we're holding support, but the next level we have to drop back down to is about $90. So we're not in a good spot, guys. At least now, when I say I'm bearish, I think I was telling Babyfish this. And Secretfish actually today. I was like, maybe since I keep on telling everybody I'm bearish and we finally went down, maybe I finally got some street cred on in the YouTube community. Street cred. Uh, it's the best way to do this right now. Let's put this on the 15-minute chart here. Kind of in a holding pattern like everything else, kind of waiting for this earnings. We have like an hour and a half yet, left, guys. I think I'll, I'll probably stay for earnings with you guys and just have a longer stream today, not stream at 6 p.m. later on tonight. And we'll talk about everything going on right now. And if you guys have any questions at any particular coins or just kind of these longer swing moves, ask away, guys. This is going to be a longer stream for sure. Part of it is kind of like this part with kind of the more short part where I just kind of talk to you guys. That's pretty much over. Ask away, guys. Whatever you guys want to know, feel free to have conversations in the comments. I encourage you guys to post as many comments as you guys want to. That does help out the channel. And I mean, you guys can spam whatever you want. Rocket ships, I don't know, whatever, a bear, if you guys are bearish, whatever it may be. Just don't, nothing nasty, of course. Same stuff as always. Let me see right here. Hey, Keegan, could you look at Ape after, please? Yeah, I can look at Ape very fast. What's Ape been up to? I told him I'm on at 15. I know it's up a little bit higher here. We don't need those old support levels. What is it down? It's down about 8% right now. I mean, it's getting slammed because of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin didn't fall down, this might have actually got back up to like the mid 20s, to be frank. If I'm looking at this one, let me go back over here to the Fib extensions or Fib retracement. You know, I might be coming back down to $16.50, 16.62, so I'd be careful over the next few days. you may see it start to trickle back down here. Hopefully, rebound. But if Bitcoin does have a really bad day going further here because of the earnings reports, excuse me, over the next 5 days, it may actually come all the way back down here to sub $15 level. So just be prepared for a nasty move on this coin. It's definitely overbought here. It definitely needs some time to come back down. Hey, no, no, nope, get out, get out. He's trying to chew some freaking cable wires. Um, but yeah, so it's not looking the best spot as far as. Let me see if I can find it. Hey, get out of there. There's nothing over there for you to eat. Is there? No, there's nothing over there. This is my freaking boot. Um, but yeah, sorry about that. Let me do one thing here. I mean, it even outperformed the Fibonacci levels. I mean, well, there's two things you could do here. Use that one or this one. Yeah, they both outperform though. So when you're using Fibonacci extension levels, you're usually aiming for number one. I know I talked about this at the beginning of the stream, but you're normally aiming for the bright white line. I think the line actually is normally gray. I changed mine on my charts just because I want to see it pop off on the screen. Um, but usually aiming for one, and one is where you saw the first sell off. Then it kept on going after that. But now you need to kind of wait it out a little bit more, or you have to adjust it to kind of something like that, which is kind of weird. And then, of course, you got up here a little bit, but we never made it back up to the next one. That's why I said it might have been able to get back up to the 20s a few minutes ago. It's bearish. At this moment in time, just because Bitcoin's bearish, this is going to start sinking back down. It would be much better, Keegan, if this was not following Bitcoin's price, but unfortunately it is, which is going to make this whole thing a lot more difficult going forward if Bitcoin remains bearish. Look at this. You know, Bitcoin has had 5 straight weeks of red candles. Last 5 weeks, we've had 3 red candles and 2 green candles. So this is outperforming Bitcoin by a mile right now. It's just the fact that Bitcoin's having some issues here. On the other hand, if Bitcoin manages to have a nice reversal today following an unlikely good earnings report, then you're actually seeing a good buying opportunity right now for Bitcoin, where we're going to shoot up to about, again, like $21 or so over the next week or so. So it's more of what you think about earnings at this point. As much as we're talking about Bitcoin right now, the markets have a lot to do with us, a lot to do with Bitcoin, unfortunately. I mean, do we even have crypto on here? Yeah, that bloodbath. But yeah, the market is slowing down here. That's a good sign. We just have a lot of people selling off here. It's going to be so hard to find plays, guys, in the stock market going forward. I put out a screener for you guys today. I posted about a screener I gave you guys the other day. So here, whenever you guys get a chance, let me actually just pull it up right here. Community. Some of you guys were asking about Finviz scanners. I have a video that gives you literally 22 different Finviz scanners for free. So check it out when you guys get a chance. It'll help you kind of find these more bullish plays in this nasty bearish market. Or if you guys are looking for puts, it'll help you out there as well. All right, go back to the minute chart for Bitcoin here. There's a, oof. All right. Hey, teaser, close your SPY puts 189%. Hey, there you go. That's really, really good right there. Paying smart. Do we have KuCoin data time and been deposit experience? Returns to. Let's see. Hey Mo, anytime I learned about smart rebalance from this channel and Michael, so thank you. Hey, no worries, my man. Hey, as boring as this channel is, and I know I'm still working on making it more entertaining here, which is why I'm kind of have the show part at the beginning now. I try to give you guys the best technicals I have and give you guys both sides of the bullish and bearish story. Then I kind of give you my opinion going forward. Um, I'm still bearish. You guys know this, and I hope that kind of helps you like understand why I'm bearish in certain circumstances. Because I love to hear you guys' opinions on why you're bullish and why you're bearish, and I kind of put that and implement that into my trading style or into my videos, if you understand that. And that's why I always tell you guys I don't like being one of the few full bears in this market right now because, according to YouTube, people don't like hearing bearish news, so they tend to ignore the channels that have been saying we're in bearish territory here. But yeah, I appreciate it, man, and I hope you continue to learn here. Um, One last thing here. I don't think I actually have it in my description, but let me check. Because I may actually just put it down here. I think it's in the is it in the Dogecoin Bitcoin stream? No, it's not even there. Okay, never mind. Uh, I'll try to find it for you guys later if I can. But this week is the last week I'm going to give away that trading journal for free. I don't think I have it in the stream, so I'll actually do it for you guys very fast because it's really going to be the last week I have it for free here. I'm going to figure out a way to sell it now. Um, oh, Johnny Depp. Oh, see, I was gonna. This is what I was planning on watching Johnny Depp today while trading. That was literally my plan for the day. All right, let me go back over here. Which one is it? Actually, forget about it. I'll worry about it later. If you guys want to get the free trading journal, you can look at one of my previous streams. You'll see it right in the description there. But I'm gonna get rid of it. I think this Sunday. Let's just say this Sunday. Let's see. Hey, Haram, who has earnings today? Tech. All the big tech companies have earnings today. Let me see if I can find a formal list for you, though. There we go. There we go. So we have Alphabet, Google, Microsoft. 3M was this morning. Archer Daniel, Ares Capital, General Electric. I think they already announced this morning though. JetBlue. There's a whole bunch. Pepsi, UBS Group, Valera, Visa. Visa is going to be big. We have to see if the people are spending as much money or not. They'll let us know that because they get a cut of every transaction. So if their revenue's down, that's really bad. And then going into Wednesday, we have Meta, Aflac, all these. Just it's going to be a crazy week. That's all you got to know. But today, big one to watch is Google and Microsoft. But you're going to see ad revenue is basically what they're looking at. How healthy are all these small businesses? Are they pumping money into Facebook? All paying ads. If not, that shows they're struggling just a little bit right now. See. Hey Scotty, what platform should you start to trade off of? I have so if you're looking at crypto, I have a link down below for BitGet. I would highly recommend them. Mostly because they have a great trading platform. It's really good. They have the ability to give you can buy coins before they even pop up on the exchange, which is really cool as well. But their big thing is they have paper trading on there, and so by paper trading that means you can practice with fake money while you're learning how to invest. And then if you feel like you already know enough to invest, you can just start off investing with spot trading or going into the futures market and trading with leverage if you're more comfortable with that. But the one thing about Bitget that I really like right now, and this is kind of going into the future now, is one of the tools that I think every trader needs access to, in the crypto market as well as the stock market, is you guys need access to a trailing stop loss. Not many exchanges have them. It's very rare to find them on American exchanges. They are working on it right now. They should have it out before the end of May. And what a trailing stop loss pretty much means, if you guys don't know, is if you guys open a position right here and you have a stop loss that's right here, so to speak, it might be better just to show you guys from a position of a square or a rectangle. Okay, little rectangle. The bottom of the rectangle equals the stop loss here, and the top would equal just the price you bought in at. As the price moves up, the stop loss moves up too. So if at any point in time it comes up here, right, and the price comes back down to the bottom of this to the trailing stop loss, the it will sell your shares for you at the stop loss, and you walk away with the profit. And you can set this stop loss to whatever you want to. So if you set it for more of a stop loss, then what happens is it keeps on going up, and then it sells right there whenever it triggers a stop loss. So it's a very useful tool, and I think it'll save you guys a lot of money, specifically you guys who like to swing trade with me, who like to hold overnight. That's a good way to protect yourself overnight. That way, if something crazy happens and you have a massive spike overnight and you don't have an opportunity to sell it, it'll make sure you get your profits out of that. So in the morning when it's all cooled back down, then you have another opportunity to buy back in for more coins, or you just walk away with a bunch of profit and say, hey, I'll allocate these funds to somewhere else. Okay. Hey Mo, never boring, best channel ever. I'm trying to make the channel more entertaining. My See, what I get excited about is just being right about the market being bearish. I get excited about being right on the technical standpoint against all the other YouTubers who keep on saying we're bullish, bullish, bullish. I've been bearish for like over a month now. And I keep on seeing all the bulls still say we're bullish, bullish, bullish. And I'm like, dude, what? I'm always trying to see what they see in the chart. And that's really been my thing here, right? I'm trying to see what the bulls are looking at as far as the support levels. And I think I'm just my ADHD really full force into the markets and the charts. I spend way too much time looking at charts, and I think that's why I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I've been maybe more accurate than other YouTubers, more but not like super more, if that makes sense. So here. Hey Kilo, do I think Battle is ready to move? Hopefully, I don't know. I would still wait for a breakout for this one, but from what we talked about this last time, you're really banking on, with me, of course, that oil is going to still spike up again. Um, I still think oil has a much higher price it can go to. So I've been buying stocks in these oil companies again. Not options yet. I'm kind of waiting for the breakouts and options, but yes, um, I think this will break out. I'm just not entirely sure when. And that's why I'm like, I'd wait for the breakout here. But yeah, if you wanted an opportunity to trade this, it would be fine to buy some options with a $20 strike price if it breaks out above like 1963. That way you at least get a little bit out of the money as long as it's not too expensive. Then you could try to ride it up here to the $21 level, maybe up here to the $22 level, then all the way up here, possibly the 23. But that's really going to be dependent on what oil is doing. Okay. It has earnings coming up May 4th. Be aware of that. That's kind of one of the more cautionary tales about this particular stock. But yeah, I mean it's not bad right here. Like your price target will be right up here about $23. Uh, Fibonacci extension tool. You can add this onto the chart if you want to check it out. It'll give you some good resistances, and you already see it actually gave you one resistance right there. Perfectly worked out. Perfectly worked out. Found support around here. That's more of a Fibonacci retracement thing there, but yeah, your price target's gonna be anywhere from $21 to $23. That's what you're gonna be aiming for if you buy this breakout. Okay. It's right here. Hey, Ghost. I feel sorry for Johnny. Got the wrong woman. Wow, who's Johnny? Oh, Johnny Depp. Oh, yeah, I know, right? That trial has been absolutely insane. If I could, I mean, I think I could, but I don't have the time for it. I would have loved to just like stream with you guys just the Johnny Depp trial, even though this is a crypto finance stock options channel. I would have loved to just stream Amber Heard and Johnny Depp with you guys and just been like, we got to watch this because it really has been a dramatic trial. But Johnny's no longer on the stand, so I lost a little bit of interest on it. Johnny was really good, and I freaking hate Amber Heard's lawyer. Hearsay, hearsay, hearsay. Freaking, he said hearsay when he was the one asking questions. That's how much he was saying hearsay, and everybody laughed at him because of it. He's a freaking joke. Um, hey, buddies, is Twitter's earning down? I think they have earnings coming out Thursday, I think it was. Twitter's earnings are not supposed to be good. That's one of the reasons that Elon was able to acquire the company, because as soon as the earnings came out and the price would dump afterwards, Elon would be able to buy the company for a lot cheaper. And that kind of worried the board, and the board, of course, is greedy, so they wanted to make as much money as possible, which is why they did that poison pill. They got the poison pill because they were hoping that Twitter was such a good company that somebody else would come in and swoop in and buy it, and nobody wanted to buy Twitter because it's a piece of trash. Elon's gonna fold that trash into origami and sell it to the world. So it's going to be interesting to kind of watch him use these, watch him transform Twitter into a better product. And I think it'll get more advertising revenue. I think it'll even have filters and based on the content you guys want to see. So if you guys are Democrat or Republican, maybe you guys just want to see Democratic or Republican stuff. Maybe you guys will even have a filter for that. If you guys, want to see crazy stuff, you guys can see crazy stuff. You guys are going to be able to find whatever weird stuff you're looking for on Twitter, whatever normal stuff you're looking on Twitter. And maybe I'll have mine kind of niche down to finance, so to speak, right? And so, it'll be fun to see. But yeah, Twitter earnings are not supposed to be good. They're supposed to probably show lackluster revenue growth, unfortunately. See, hey teacher, yeah, I'm still watching OXY pretty closely. I'm hoping it's gonna have a. What did I tell you the last time? I bought it. I still own it. I'm hoping for a random pop on OXY personally. It has nothing to do with the technicals. This thing likes to have some fun moves. So go back here to OXY. This is an oral play, guys. See, kind of pop back down. Random straight into support. I'm hoping to have some type of random move off of here. I don't own a lot of shares, but I'm kind of having some fun with it down the road here. So we'll see if it actually works out. If it does break down, that's pretty much my stop loss. But I need it to close down below that 50-day moving average, in particular for me to feel like, hey, I took a loss on this play. But this was more of a fun play, I guess. Mostly because you guys talked about it. I was like, oh, okay, well, let's see what happens there. There we go. Okay. And hey, Mo, need to get on that. Oh yeah, guys. You guys can have multiple exchanges, but I highly recommend you guys sign up for BitGet just for the trailing stop loss. It'll change your life when they implement it next month. It's very very useful. None of you guys have very much used it with crypto, frankly, because nobody else has it, right? If you go to I don't even use my Robinhood account, but I think still have it logged in, right? Um, So here's my long-term hold. I'm holding this forever just to see where it goes over time. I bought this to tell you guys to never buy pump and dumps because they never go back up for a while, and it's down 82% since I bought it. Right, cost me $12. But so if I sell fund, you can do trailing stop order right here. Okay, what that means you have a 5%. So you can do this with stocks. Okay, you cannot do this with crypto and Robinhood, Webull, none of the platforms. Nobody allows you to do trailing stop losses. I can't tell you how much of a game changer it is to have a trailing stop loss, especially on something that you can trade 24/7. Stocks is different because you can wake up early, watch the market, do your thing, and you're kind of in charge, right? But when you're trading crypto, you're asleep for half the day, or you're asleep or away from your positions for a long period of time, which means you don't have the ability to sell every single breakdown. You don't have the ability to sell, key flashing signals to say, hey, well, we just have a double top here. I better sell now, and then I can buy back later if I want to. You don't have those opportunities, and that's what trailing stop losses are there to help you out with. Hey, Code, what do I think with Doge? Everything's bearish, my man. Everything is bearish. As far as Dogecoin, my philosophy with Dogecoin is I'm just holding it for the long term. That's all I'm doing. Dogecoin can still go down a lot more. Right? We talked about this for a while now, but as far as Dogecoin is concerned, the majority of the time when it pops, it falls right back down the following day. If you come to this channel, every time somebody asks me about Dogecoin, if it's on a pop, I say, hey, it's probably best to sell some off, whether you want to, or sell some off. You don't sell everything, just sell some off because it just comes back down. It always comes back down. That's kind of the pain with Dogecoin right now. It has these beautiful pumps and it just always comes back down. So if we're taking a look at it right now, let's just go to the daily chart. Since what? July of 2021, come up, come back down strong. And this was actually a pretty decent move because it lasted for a while. So this isn't as bad. That's like a 125% play. That's fine. Where it really started to happen, I guess, is back over here. What was this? October of 2021? Within 2 days, we pop up 56%. Just a few days later, like 22 days later, we're down about 36%. Then it got tighter. Up 45% in 2 days. Within 3 more days, we're down 25%. Pump up 56%, fall down 43%, and so forth here and so forth here. And we have these crazy pops and come back down. We've seen this happen a lot. Next time Dogecoin pumps, guys, you can trade it however you want to, but it just has this history of popping then dropping. You'll see it on my thumbnails, guys, when I actually when we talk about Dogecoin. It'll literally say on the thumbnail, pop then drop, pop then drop, pop then drop. But yeah, nothing's in a good spot right now, though. It's not just Dogecoin. Dogecoin's only down more because it had such a great day yesterday, right? And the fact that Dogecoin had such a great day yesterday means that relative to everything else, Dogecoin actually isn't down as much as a lot of other coins, which is actually a really good thing. If you're looking at Dogecoin's chart right here, right, we've kind of been going sideways for the most part. I mean, look at that. Sideways since January. We really haven't done anything this year. There's been a lot of other stuff that has been going down since the beginning of this year. So maybe it's easier to go over here to Coin Market Cap. So in the last 90 days, last few months, Dogecoin's only down 4%. 4%, okay? ADA Cardano is down 24%. Luna's up 46%. That was awesome. XRP's up 4%. Stable coins fine. Polkadot's down 9%. Matic is down 23%. Crow coin, Crow is down 7%. Near is up 11. Litecoin is down 9. Tron is up 10. Atom is down 40%. Link is down 20%. Bitcoin Cash is unch. Uniswap is down 25%. So, you know, a lot of these coins have been getting hit harder, a lot harder than Dogecoin, which is really good for Dogecoin. Right? Dogecoin had a rough last year and also a very good last year, but right now, Dogecoin just kind of, if you would have been holding it for a while since the beginning of this year, you're only down 4%. There's a lot worse coins you could have been in, especially with higher market caps as well. Anything else here that really had a bad last 90 days? Or let's get rid of the 60 days and go to year to date. There you go. Year to date, Bitcoin is down 20%. Year to date, Dogecoin is down about 19. So it's kind of matching up with Bitcoin here. Nothing really drastic. Um, what else? BNB is down 26%. AVAX is down 40%. Polkadot's down 40%. So Matic's down 50% from the year. So, depending on when you bought this, you're going to be fine as far as Dogecoin's concerned. There we go. Hey, Rybread, happy to see you back and hope you're enjoying your lunch break. I'm just trying to chiming in on my lunch break, watching you. I guess the afternoon tech reports were undesirable. We haven't heard of them yet. This is preemptive strike against the earnings reports. Partly what happened was the earnings report this morning were just okay, not crazy good, but just okay. And then we had about like 50, $60 million of shorts coming at the same time for Bitcoin. And that's really what slammed us down here. I mean, this is a 15-minute chart. Normally, we don't look as choppy, right? Normally, we kind of just have a really boring time where this is the kind of market move you see. Now, putting that into perspective, now you see how drastic of a move we had because we were just getting shorted into oblivion. We just now started to stabilize here. This is where you're going to start to see people buying for short-term reversals at these levels right now. It's a high risk play, but you're definitely going to see people taking the opportunity here. My one concern about this level of buying right now is just because we have earnings coming up. Particular Google. When that happens, we'll pull up CNBC and we'll see what they have to say about these earnings reports going forward. Uh, there you go. Any news about this? They're getting rid of inefficient. Oh my gosh, light bulbs! Don't attack light bulbs. Kamala has COVID. Oh Jesus! I hope she's doing okay. Um, no, nothing. Nothing as far as the earnings so far, guys. They're not even talking about her earnings right now. Um, maybe tech. Yeah, they're not even talking about earnings at all on CNBC. One last thing here, guys. I'll do it. Give it a little shot. North America will likely outperform earnings. COVID, yeah. Oh, another Omicron variant growing. I'm not too concerned. It's time to postpone buying right now. We're not calling a recession just yet. Let's see. Nobody knows. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys can see I was up 7 hours ago, like really early in the morning, watching these earnings reports over here. But yeah, nothing as far as earnings coming out besides what came out this morning. Unfortunately, there wasn't really much there in the first place. Kind of boring earnings reports. But we're starting to stabilize, guys. You look at the 15-minute chart. Pretty soon we should be bouncing above the 15 daily moving average. So you should see a nice short-term pop here. Just before one, again, we got like an hour, maybe 15 hour and hour and a half, and then the earnings reports are going to come out. So I know you're on your lunch break now, but check back in about an hour and a half if you want to. You don't have to come back here, but just like on the on CNBC app or something like that, you'll see the earnings and just go look at Google stock price, and you'll see if it had a good time or a bad time, and you'll probably see at that same time if Bitcoin's doing good or bad in the marketplace here. Um, but definitely a precarious spot. Hey Tony, is Dogecoin making a huge inverse head and shoulders from June 4th to now? If you can see it, might make sense. People have been talking about this for a while, and I haven't seen it. But maybe for fall now, we can have some type of shoulder popping up. Oh, is Dogecoin? No, 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 probably not. No, partly because it's Bitcoin kind of causing all this chaos here as far as the price. I see the shoulder, I mean the head that you're talking about right here, kind of a shoulder right there and a shoulder right here. So you have the two. It doesn't look really. It looks kind of weird, of course. But here, let me see if I can get my highlighter out. Right, something weird like that. I know it's going to be more like that and more like that for you guys, inverse head and shoulders. But those are those levels of resistance we have to worry about as well. So I mean, actually, that's going to confuse you guys. I know it is. Hold on, my bad. Uh, but here, yeah, shoulder, head, shoulder. It's trying. Bitcoin will destroy this pattern without a second, without a without any effort if it continues to come down. So you could use this as possibly a buying opportunity, but that would have been down here at the shoulder right there. Um, like if in order for this to pan out within the next 3 days, for max, if we're going for a normal timetable, we're gonna have to break above this level of resistance right here at about 17, 18, or about 18 cents, which means Dogecoin's gonna have to pop up another 27% in like 3 4 days in a market where Bitcoin's kind of not doing so hot. The pattern is kind of there. It's just not working out so well for us at this moment in time. Mostly because Bitcoin is being a pain in our butts at the moment. But yeah, I can see what you're talking about for sure, though. There you go. But it'll be fun to see this little bit of a day trade kind of pan out. But if somebody is shorting like $60 million into Bitcoin, I'm a little cautious that they're going to let themselves be squeezed out of the market, if that makes sense. Um, oh, I didn't spell that at all. That's fine. Uh, Whale number three bought up 800 more Bitcoin, but it's still going down. So, you know, he faked us out on that one. What's right here? Yeah, no worries, Mega. Ford is ramping up electric vehicles. That's really good for them long term. I'm a long term believer in Ford, a very long term believer in Ford. I bought it back down around $4.50 or something like that, back during COVID. So I'm hoping it can help my retirement account a little bit during all this market turmoil. Hey, teaser, closing your puts. SPY looks like it wants to have a small rebound. Exactly. Everything's cooling off right now. We're not falling back down to the falling back down to the lows here. But it shouldn't be too bad going forward. Everything's kind of just in a holding pattern. You can see it on FinViz as well. But well, you guys know I've been bearish in the stock market for a while. I didn't like that artificial rally that we had. But let me go back over here very fast. Let's go over to the weekly charts and let's go over to the Nasdaq. Right here, we're at the Fibonacci level, guys. Got a nice little bounce. Oh, we're not bouncing, but we're holding it. We're holding it at this moment in time, and we're gonna be like, if you guys are bullish on the market, you guys are hoping for a double bottom, breaking above a neckline, and then soaring back up to crazy highs down the road. The market really doesn't seem to be in a happy mood to do that, but there's still a good chance that over the next few days for the market, guys, we rebound back up, run into the 20-week moving average, then get rejected for another level, and that would happen, according to this, maybe in the late May. So we could actually have a good start off to May, only to have a horrible ending to May. And that's if we manage to hold. If we continue to break down, then we might see something a little bit worse. But I think we need to come back into contact with a 20-week moving average just to get rejected. Just to get rejected, if that makes sense. Let me see. But that's the Nasdaq for you right here. We all talked about this breakdown right there. That was a big signal to sell, and so far it's been a great for selling, right? We did the same thing with SPY. Remember those SPY puts printed out like 700% profits plus. Dow Jones over here. This one's kind of different because we have COVID here, but let's talk about it. If we're using the Fibonacci's from the lows, we might be coming back down here to 32,000, 31,500 here. So we definitely have a lot more room to go down. But on these opportunities here, these are going to be where I'm looking to buy back up some of these stocks at. Because I mean, we're due for a pullback, but we're not due for a crash, if that makes sense. If we go through a recession, then yeah, things may get much worse. But you guys have to understand from a market perspective, there's not really many places you can kind of put your money right now where it will make you more money. If all these banks and institutions keep their money in the banks, it's losing value because of the crazy high inflation rates that we're seeing in this country right now or globally, right? So, you know, if they feel like if there's a market and they can pump up the market and make money off of it, you're going to see them actually not worry too much about the technicals and just start pouring money back into the market. Just like what we did over the past few days with this little pump on the weekly chart. This was all organic, or synthetic, excuse me. They used this as an opportunity to get people to buy back in while they sold off their stocks, and that's why you're seeing it fall so fast right now. Because all of a sudden, all the inexperienced traders, both in the professional market settings and the retail traders, they're like, "Oh, I got to buy to chase," and then all of a sudden, oh look at that, ran smack dab into resistance, boom, boom, boom. Tried what is this, a weekly chart? We tried for 1 week, 2 week, three, over a month to break out above these moving averages, and we failed spectacularly. Okay. Anything else here though? I wonder. Maybe this will be a little bit better. That works out. Support. Might be coming back down here to $32,000 or so, 32,300. That's why I'll probably look to buy back some more in here. As far as hmm, I'm just gonna add a trend-based Fibonacci extension level right here. I just want to see if anything actually panned out. Yeah, yeah. We hit number one. Yeah, we did. Um, uh, 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 Funny story. One of the reasons I sold up here, I told you guys I've been out of the markets for a while now. Like even before Meet Kevin was out of the markets, I was using this, and I should have been using the other one. So I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, I hate how accurate that indicator is. I really do. But now that I put a video up for you guys, Watch this one. Ultimate Guide to Using Fibonacci Extension Tool. Only 59 people have watched it, but it's very, very useful. It you're aiming for one basically in a very simple setting. But yeah, so keep an eye on all of this, guys. We're not looking too hot. We're hoping that we can have a rebound here. Even if it's a fake rebound, the S&P 500 hasn't even had its weekly death cross yet, which means we still got an opportunity to have a short-term rebound again, which is going to be another fake out to push us back down again. We'll see if that second rebound happens, though. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. That type of thing. Anything else going really good in the market? I know Tesla is coming down here. Where's Tesla at? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. My price target for Tesla is 785. I think 782. I think is the technical level here. So I'm watching it to see if we can come back down. I actually posted a video about this. I need to find a way to get my videos to you guys because I feel like I'm telling you guys good stuff and it's not getting out there. Oh no, it's 651 people watched the video, so actually it did go somewhere. Tesla to 782. Yeah, Tesla 782. Okay, so Netflix options. Where I told you guys about puts. Yeah, gosh, I need to figure this out. I need to get better at YouTube algorithmy stuff because I feel like I'm telling you guys stuff, but it's not being pumped out. And then when it is finally pumped out, the movement is already happening. If that makes sense. But yeah, so we'll see how that pans out as well. Tesla's getting close to the 50-day moving average, though. If we actually hit down to $782, I will yell at YouTube for not giving you guys the information. Nvidia breaking down again. I totally talked about that one because this is going to have a death cross here pretty soon on the weekly chart. That's going to lead this to come back down to like 163. I'm going to buy the crap out of this. Nvidia is a good long-term hold, guys. If you guys have a retirement portfolio, this is a very good long-term hold. Short-term, it's just taking a beating. But that's because, since, 2018, it's just been on a tear. Like, absolute tear. Now, anything else here that I need to look at? AMD. Yeah, that one hit one number two, even higher than that, huh? Yeah, what a Fibonacci level right now. Yeah. It's a good day for a reversal. That's all I can say. For a lot of these stocks, it's a good day because they're all at support. Bank of America. Well, this is a bank, but look, it broke down, came back up, got rejected, boom. Yeah, I need to make some more tutorials for you guys. I'm working on that longer version of tutorial, but that's taking me a while. I'm going to work on it some more today, actually, through the last half of my day. Because I want to get out of the way, but it's going to take like a month or something like that. But I'm hoping you guys understand what I'm talking about, a lot of these patterns and stuff like that. Even though the market's kind of choppy and scared at the same time, a lot of what we've been seeing has been pretty predictable, right? Even though it's kind of a little bit nervous to kind of go against the grain and go towards like the buying the puts or buying the shorts, right? Or opening the short positions, not buying shorts. Um, all right, going back over to Bitcoin. Yeah, but I'll try my best, guys, to let you guys know the video. So I'll post in Discord when I do a video. I'll find a way to have a bot just automatically post the video for you guys. I know there's one that does it, so it'll give everybody an alert saying, "Hey, here's the news video about technicals or this tutorial about how to trade," or I give you guys free scanners and all that stuff, free products. And then I'll post it on the community page of YouTube, so you kind of might see it kind of scrolling down, and I'll make sure you guys have notifications on. And maybe that means I start using my second channel a little bit more because I haven't used it in a while. I'll use the second channel. I'll use the second channel to promote more technicals. That way you guys can see it because YouTube will only let me notify you guys of three times and 24-hour period of time, and I do more than three videos in 24 hours of time, right? So that's what I'll probably do going forward. Let's see. 3% per $3 per contract. That's pretty good. Hey, Mike, do you end up going with any Nvidia positions? Not yet. Yeah, I know you just you asked us while I was talking about it. No, not yet. I'm kind of waiting for the next drop down. I'm hoping for another drop down. Right now, it'd be an okay time to start buying Nvidia if you wanted to play swing, though. But since I'm going to be playing with options, I'm being a little bit more careful with it because I'm not. I usually like to play breakouts and breakdowns. We're not having a pattern breakdown. We're just having a technical breakdown below a Fibonacci level, if that makes sense. And sometimes that can be a little bit more choppy than we want it to be, which I don't want to take that risk in this market. So I'm waiting. I'm hoping that Nvidia gets so overextended, so oversold that it's a clear and obvious buying opportunity where the option flow data will also support that type of move. And Tesla on the daily, there we go. Just broke down below the 50 and the 200 daily moving averages today. Tesla could have a big rebound tomorrow, but that's kind of iffy at this point, depending on how the earnings goes with Google. But from the Fibonacci, from my support standpoint, I think we're coming back down to 782 or so. Yeah, that could take a few days. That could take a week or so, but I think that's my price target for it. If we get back down to these levels, maybe I'll buy for a swing, but not beforehand. Mostly because Tesla options are so freaking expensive, as you guys know, that if you guys have traded them with me, and it can be pretty rough. Me and a friend were both talking about Tesla yesterday, actually, in one of my YouTube channels, because I have a friend that talks about options on his channel, and we were both talking about some of our worst plays of last year, and they both came from Tesla because of the false breakouts that we saw on it, and how I lost a little bit of money, but I was able to kind of walk with profit overall, so it wasn't like I lost money technically, but he lost like $30,000 in the play off of this one. Remember, I told you guys it was so stagnant that I just sold it because I was freaking out about it, and then of course we dropped back down, and this is the breakout that actually mattered. But it's yeah, that Tesla was a pain in the butt to try to trade last year. Um, but as far as this is concerned, let's get rid of all these old technicals here. Breaking below the fib levels right now. Found some support. There's something. There must have been some other level there of support. We're breaking down below the support level right now. 848 seems to be the next level. Then if you want to come back down here, going back to that 782 level that we talked about a while ago, matching up with another Fibonacci level. But I mean, again, we managed to have a good move here. So actually, I don't know if this is going to work because of how choppy this was, but let me try it out. Yeah, there you go. See, we hit number one. Right there, the clear resistance level. Well, I mean, we still ended up going parabolic afterwards, and then what happened? We found support right there, ended up right here at the real extremes, and then that was the ultimate level of resistance. But it is so rare that we actually hit these levels, though. That is absolutely insane, the level we hit up here. Um, for that we hit the orange line. Remember, my price target is always the white one because I'm conservative. But I mean, how often do we really hit that level? It's very very rare that we even hit this one or even hit this one. So even going back to what is this right here? See, kind of took a little bit of a pit stop right here at number one. Uh, actually, yeah, I wish we could have got back up. Oh, we did get back up here. Yeah, we stopped right there. Only to go up higher. Yeah, that's a little bit too longer term, in my opinion, though. But these things last for a while. Look at that. Found support right on that one. Found some support right here. Found some support right there before falling down. So yeah. But now we don't need to use this one. It's too choppy. It's way too choppy now. To use an example from way back, this is back from November. But yeah, not in the best of spots, of course, but Tesla's still good for a long term hold. But basically, still waiting to see if we can get back above this 15, excuse me, 20 moving average on the 15-minute chart. Apple new daily low, SPY selling again. I held my Tesla last year and sold around 1,100 a couple weeks ago or so. Dude, that's awesome. You took your profits and you walked away with a winner. Walked away a winner. That's the main goal here, right? That's the main goal. And you guys said SPY is dropping right now, and I see Bitcoin dropping. So I hate the way the market is correlating right now, guys. It's just not good at all. Um, yeah, we're in a picky spot, guys. But I mean, now we can just chill and kind of talk with each other. There's not really much going on in this market besides like the crashes that we're seeing. But again, I don't know how many times I've been telling you guys I'm bearish or Bitcoin's bearish. Let me do one thing here very fast though. On my end. Oh, what's that? Be fine. Hey, user. I'm done trading for the day. Got one day trade left. There's no reason to use it right now. This market is crazy, and you only have 45 minutes to trade left anyway. You'd most likely be doing some type of last minute options trade, which will probably get your anxiety up. Or I'm talking to my experience though. Okay, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? I got a blanket on my lap because I forgot to turn on the heater this today, and so Loki's trying to sneak underneath the blanket so he can lay down between my legs. Yeah. Okay. Well, fine. Here, you guys can see Loki. Oh, he's hiding. Yeah. You guys see what he did to my shirt? I showed you guys earlier, but he chewed through my shirt. Now I look like a freaking homeless guy. Oh, geez, the spy is coming down, isn't it? Let's here, guys. We'll do this very fast as we're kind of watching this play out. There we go. Oh, this is a. Does that look good to you at all? I hate how correlated these markets are being right now. It's not good at all. Um, you know, we were hoping I was hoping that hey, if things really got bad in the stock market, maybe Bitcoin could diverge, and maybe this kind of my rants would kind of be all for naught. Uh, and maybe Bitcoin really wasn't correlated. That was just me being a little bit paranoid or something like that. But looking at this, it just irritates me so much because I think Bitcoin doesn't need to be valued like a tech company. It doesn't need to be valued like a normal investment. This is cryptocurrency. This is something completely different. And as institutional money flows into Bitcoin, which it has been, which has been good overall for Bitcoin's price, of course, I still have not been. I still have not been happy because of that one fact right there that we've been correlated to the market. Dude, you are the biggest baby in the world. Uh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. Put the blanket up on the desk so now he can't get to my legs. All right. But yeah, you're seeing a pretty strong move here off of the S&P 500 and also Bitcoin. They're both coming down here pretty in a pretty similar fashion. There you go. Sorry, somebody was calling me, so my thing was doing a thing. My headphones were ringing. Oh, Jesus. I forgot when you double tap, it pauses the music. There you go. Hey, teacher. Oh no, the anxiety is always true through the roof. I just try to see the charts clearly and follow the set the rules I have. That's the way to trade. But still, that anxiety is always something to be that always concerns me. And I've been trading for about 5 years now, right? But I'm happy you guys are making some good progress on this. And what did you say? What's right here? Somebody just asked something. Oh, I showed my mom how much money I could have made from Netflix after needing the reading the numbers. She thinks I'm full of it. I mean, to be frank, most people think you're full of it while you learn to invest. Once you learn to invest, they're like, wow. Once you show them the results after all everything, then they're really like, oh wow, I was wrong. Or they'll be like, I still don't think it's good. You don't get benefits. You don't get a 401k match. So that's what my family did. They're like, why would you ever want to trade for a living? And I'm like, there's money to be made. Simple as that. Like there's money. I have ADHD, which kind of helps me trade if you ask me. And I was like, I don't really do much. I kind of played around a little bit, but it works out in the long term, right? But you got to give it effort. That's the real hard thing. Most people can't. Most people have jobs, and it's very very hard for them to learn while working. I had to learn while doing my 2 hour commute to work every day on the train from Tacoma to Seattle. Um, now, now that I found that I wanted a response to that, but I was looking for it for a few minutes. Now to go over David. So you don't know how to do a short position. Do you have a video on it? I've always gotten money on Kraken, but I don't think they allow leverage anymore unless you have $10 million. So you don't. So again, I have a link for BitGet. Sign up for it. Sign up for it. And then what I'm going to have you do is use their paper trading side of the things, and then you're going to practice trading with fake money instead of using real money. Um, on BitGet, you can short with 1x leverage. You won't have to pay hardly anything for fees because you're not really technically borrowing any money, right? Um, as far as all my money's tied up in. long positions on BitGet right now. I don't even know if I have any USD available, but here, if I go over to futures, and here's all the things I can short and long right now on BitGet. So this is why I'm like, hey, you're gonna have ample opportunity to find something to trade with here. Um, but you see right here, if I keep going down, oh, it's gonna make me kind of do this. Yeah, okay, here. So you see buy long, sell short right here, right? What you're gonna do is you come over here, you determine how much money that you want to put in here. I don't have any money in this crypto account right now. All of it's I have shorts in KuCoin. Where's it? It's tied up in what do you call it? Staking, right? Um, so basically, I have 125x leverage set right now. You don't want to do this. You just want to set this to 1. Okay, hit confirm, and then from here, what you're gonna do is actually, do I have any money in this paper trading account? I did something really stupid with my paper trading account with you guys, and so I don't even think I have money in it. But let me see. No, I don't have it. Jesus, how do I reset? I'm gonna ask them to reset this. I think there's a way to do this. Okay, it doesn't matter here, but basically, you set how much money you want to put in here. Usually a small amount, but if you're doing 1x leverage, it actually doesn't matter too much because you'll know how much you're willing to lose. And then you just hit sell short. It opens a position. It'll have a little line right here, and it'll show you where you open your position, and you're just kind of waiting everything out. Do I have any? Oh, I do have money in my account. No, but this is probably tied up in BGB. It has to be BGB. Yeah, that's BGB. I got 90. Oh yeah, I'll show you how to do it. Like 90 bucks I have. Um, Let me zoom out here. Sorry, that's breaking my eyeballs right there. So now I have. You can't see, but now I have like 90 bucks in here. So basically, we're seeing Bitcoin have a rough time right now. Looking at the 5 minute chart, we are finding a little bit of support right here. I will do a baby play for you. I don't want to. Even it's 90 bucks. I still want to. I still don't want to lose my 90 bucks. But what's Bitcoin look like right now? No. I don't like that we're following SPY, but that's fine. Well, I'll show you how to do a short anyway. Uh, so going back to zooming in just a little bit here, make sure leverage is 1. 10 bucks. How much I want to invest? That's like a little bit less than 10% of my account in here. Uh, and then you can have a take profit stop loss button if you want to. So like if I want to take a profit here, so I'll say I'll take profit if this short goes back down to $38,000. That's a couple $100 from where we are now. And the stop loss price will be 38,400. So if it comes all the way back up here, I think it's more likely to go there, but we'll see because the SPY is coming down. So 38,400. And then what you do is you hit sell short again, limit, leverage. Yeah. Oh, you could also set your price here. I've been talking for a little bit of time, so I want to sell above 38,322. So, oh, that's already above it, so that's fine. So I hit sell short, insufficient number of orders. Insufficient. Okay, maybe this is going to be more confusing. I don't know. Do I need to increase the leverage? Okay, I think it's like I had it. Oh, I think they don't want me to trade futures with just such a small amount of money. Okay, so don't trade with $10 basically, or $100 is probably what they're looking for. 10x, 10x, right? So now that we've started this trade here, as far as a short, what you'll see is, oh, the order hasn't actually executed yet. So let me just cancel it and just make this go a little bit faster. Uh, 10 bucks, 10x leverage. I'll just do a market. Never do market, but it's just me being lazy at this point, actually. Um, Sell short. There we go. Now it's executed. Now what you see on the bottom of your screen here is just a little thing telling you how much money you're making versus how much money you're losing. Right? So you'll see we're currently up 0.8%, almost a percent, basically, kind of choppy weather at the moment. And you see your unrealized profit. And if you do close your position here, like let's say I want to close part of it, you can determine how much you want to close, 25%, 50%, like if you wanted to scale out of your position. And then from there, it would tell you how much realized profit you had from the trade. Right, then your margin and stuff like that. The one thing to be aware of, you're not going to really be aware of this at all. I mean, you don't have to worry about this too much because you're not trading with more than 1x leverage here. But the key is to keep this number right here below 70%. If it gets too high, they're going to close the position automatically because they're afraid that you're not going to be able to pay them back after the borrowed funds because you are borrowing money, of course, to use the leverage, right? So just be aware of that. That means you just got to manage your risk. So if you're trading with if you have $5,000, a lot of people that use BitGet on with me on here, they have anywhere between like $1,000 and $50,000 on this platform trading with it. If you have like $1,000, you wouldn't want to have more than $100 in your trading at one time, and you don't want to have the other as leverage protection for yourself, right? So you don't really want to use more than 10% of your portfolio specifically on trades unless you're really confident about a move, in which case fine, go for it. But if you're newer to shorting, newer to leverage, take it easy until you get more you've adapted to it a little bit more. I don't know the proper term to say for it, but that's what you're going to be aiming for. And then that's why I told you you can go over here and do simulations, so you can practice with paper trading. I did some type of massive YOLO play just to play around, and I lost all my money in the fake market because there's no way I'm using my real money to do a big YOLO play. But I'll ask them how do I reset that. That way I can teach you guys how to do it too. But I'll try to find a tutorial. But if I can't make one soon enough for you and you really want to learn right away, I would say look, just Google or YouTube some shorting videos, and you'll find some good opportunities. Shorting is basically longing, just opposite, reverse, right? So instead of waiting for breakouts, we're hoping for breakdowns. That makes sense. And you're just looking, instead of levels of resistance, you're looking at for levels of support to sell off at. It warps your mind a little bit, but I think it's very useful to learn how to short. If you don't know how to short, you're losing out on so many opportunities to make money. Caveat: I would only recommend trading or shorting in the crypto markets because it's easy in, easy out. Shorting in the stock market always seems to be a little bit more risky, and it's not as lucrative. It's not as profitable. It doesn't really make enough money for me to feel really excited about it, if that makes sense. And so now you see us having this move down here on Bitcoin, and now we're up 3% with a 10x leverage position, and I mean, again, that's like 23 cents. It's not really anything to us, but you see how the short kind of moved. And here, I'll do one more for you. So if I did a 100 at 25x position, and I did a $1 trade here, I think this might work. There we go. Oh, it merged them. Snap. That's fine. I should have set it up different, but that's something you have to worry about. But basically, I have a 125x leverage position right now on top of this position. So now this thing gets so much more wild here, which gets really fun. So instead of now we're just down here a little bit, and now I'm up like 5%. And you'll see if it just pops up right above this level, it actually goes to the negative territory really fast. It's not doing it now, but now we're up like 5% just with a little move. Now we're down to now we're only up 2%. The massive swings with the higher leverage, that's what makes it so risky. But again, most of you guys, if you're more practical and you're not freaking gung-ho like me, you guys will probably spend most of your time within the 1x position range to the 15x position range as far as leverage is concerned. If you guys go beyond that, that's where things get more risky. But if you guys know what you're doing as far as day trading, you can make a lot of money off of it. The thing that you guys have to understand is when you guys use leverage, you're paying for the right to borrow money. Now, the fees are all down here about how much you make, the maker takes and the taker takes as far as fees. It's not really a lot as far as bit gets concerned, but it's enough where you have to manage those numbers, and you can't just scalp and be in it for just a few seconds if you're going to be having high leverage, because those fees will eat you through your profits. You can make a good trade and still lose money because of the fees when you're trading higher amounts of leverage, okay? And we were just up like 15%. Now we're only up 3%, 5%. So these massive swings that you see, these are what you guys are going to be looking at if you guys trade leverage with higher amounts of leverage, okay? Besides that, most of you guys are going to be anywhere from 1 to 15, like I said earlier. You guys may even go up to 20% leverage if you guys feel more comfortable. But you guys, you're going to be trading higher leverages for the larger plays, right? So when day trading, maybe you want to do anywhere from 15 or excuse me 10 to 20, but you guys can go up to 50 or 100 if you guys want to do these massive swing plays. But you guys have to have a lot of money kind of stacked on the side for those types of things. So now going back over to Bitcoin, we had a little bit of a drop. We're still holding support here. What little support we have over here, but yeah. So that's kind of how you open up a trade. That was kind of a very basic way to start a short trade there on BitGate, but you get the point here. So now what I can do is I can do a close, and it should just close the position. And now I walked away with 78 cents in profit. After all of that, 78 cents in profit, which is fine, right? But so and normally you'd sell off of a support level like this, right? So you could have a lot of fun with it. Is my main point. But take some time to learn how to do it, David. It'll help you out a lot. Let's see. Hey, Slimy, you're working on increasing the size of your portfolio. Could you describe what the mature, fully developed portfolio looks like? Ooh, that's probably better for a video, but it depends on what type of portfolio you're talking about. If you're talking about it like a portfolio of all of my assets, that breaks down to a lot of small levels. So this is a bear market, so it'll be a little bit different. So th- what's the easiest way to do this? I'll have to make a video for it because what it does is like I have right now like 60% of my portfolio kind of like ready for stocks. I have about 20% for crypto. I'm young and aggressive in the market, so my portfolio kind of reflects that. As I get older, I'll transfer more to mutual funds and bonds. But I have like 5% in bonds, 5% in mutual funds, another 10% in cash, so to speak, right? And so well, I have a lot of money in cash technically right now because I sold all my stocks off. But normally, I have about 60% of my portfolio in stocks, 20% in crypto, 5% in mutual funds, and 5% in bonds, and a little bit more tied up in gold and some long-term securities. I'll make a video for you if I can explaining it, but it's really going to depend on how aggressive you want to be in the market. Some people eat like I don't own any property yet. I'm gonna buy some property when I get down to Belize and start living the life on the beach, right? But then you got to worry about real estate, assets like cars, paintings. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do as far as portfolios. If you guys like NFTs, NFTs would be part of your portfolio. I don't think I'm actually gonna buy any NFTs, but I know people do, so that could be part of your portfolio as well. But that's not a good question. That's not a question that I can answer without pictures because I'm a visual guy. But you kind of get the gist of it. You can be more aggressive. You can even put like 40% into crypto or so. But if you have 40% tied up in crypto right now, you're losing a lot of money, a lot more than you would be if you just had that money in stocks, right? Um, yeah, Jesus, here we go again. Oh, take another sip of tea here. Mm. Ooh, that's bitter. Yep. Imagine if I had that short position still going for you, David. That'd probably be up like 30% right now off of that small little move. But man, yeah, we're getting chopped down. Actually, here's what I'll do for you, David. Hold on a second here. For BitGet, I'll do a few. So I'll do a one trade right here. Let me go right here. So we'll do one market order short at 125x leverage. Oh, enter take profit. Oh, no, check that box off. So we got one, and then we'll do $1 on the other side going along. Okay. And so what you're going to see here is how they're both positive. That's kind of funny. Once you go negative here pretty soon, but you'll see how wide these swings can be here when we're trading. Okay, so again, this is 125x leverage, but I think it's important you see how fast leverage can kind of rip you right here. Um, okay, it's really weird to be green in both. It's normally not like that. I don't know why that's happening. I'm lucky. Even when the price is going the opposite way, I can still make money. We must be trading right. Oh, we're trading in between the buy and sell level. As soon as we break above or below one of these levels right here, that's where you'll see that one of these go negative here. So we'll see. Yeah, because right now we're kind of just breaking even. But we'll worry about that in a little bit. We'll come back to it, okay, David? And you can see how fun leverage can be, how profitable it can be, just by again, what time is it? 12:35, 12:36. So let's check back on it at 12:45, so about 9 minutes from now, and we'll see how good or bad the position is doing just off of the small movements we're seeing here on Bitcoin. Okay. These are spies like Jesus. I'll have to watch the replay of that hearing later on, or at least watch the highlights from it. That's been a really good trial. I feel so bad for Johnny Depp. So freaking bad for Johnny Depp. Sounds freaking miserable. But I hope he can. I just want him to do some more movies again. I hope his career can take back off. I think he would. He's good at movies. He's really good at movies. Hey teacher, I had to cash in my puts. Can't hold them overnight. I would have never sleep. Oh yeah, if I'm holding any puts over tonight, it's like the last 10% of any trades I had throughout the day. I'm not holding anything tonight because we could have good. We could still have a good earnings support. Google could beat on revenue, which is still it's still possible, not likely but possible. And if they beat on revenue, that may lead to a crazy bump tomorrow, which things rebound off of a nasty day today. That usually all those puts look like all those puts lose money, and all the Bitcoin shorts here lose money as well, right? So definitely, definitely a fun time going going for us here. Me do a little rebound. Dow dropped 700 points. Yeah, it's up to 693. Yeah, 750. Whoosh. Yeah. Everybody's freaking out. I love it. Let's see. Poland says Russia warned that gas supply will stop on Wednesday. Yeah, oil's taking that as a nice little hint. Breakout, tapping on support. Hopefully we can get this thing ripping again, especially tomorrow. This thing has a good opportunity to get back up to 106. Oh. We're in a consolidation phase for oil, though. Oil earnings report should be great, though. Yeah, bounce right off of that support level. Should have bought some there. But yeah. So I'm guessing the SPY did something here, though. Watch list. uh, whoop, 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 whoop. This market is way too correlated. I don't like it at all. That's just me kind of ranting about it. You guys know how I feel about the correlation between these two markets here. Hey, Bideford, good evening. Hey, Neil, do you think we'll rebound tomorrow? It's really going to be up to it's going to be up to the earnings after hours today and the earnings going into tomorrow. We just got shorted like $60 million a few hours ago, so things aren't looking too good. We're officially broken down below more technicals now, even breaking down below Gann levels. We would want to see some type of significant rebound within the next few hours before our daily candle closes here. If we go over to low chart, Gann with fibs, no, just let's go Gann levels. We go over here to check out some of the Gann support levels. On this one, the support's way back down here at like 33,000. We don't have to worry about this one for a while. Going over here to 2020 Gann levels. We're breaking down below support here. We need to get back above about 38,700 to hold and have an opportunity to bounce up like that. If we continue falling down, then we run into support over here. And then we got to worry about bouncing off of that or potentially breaking down and going all the way down to $35,000. Let me get rid of those actually. Now, in a more short term here again, on this one, Bitcoin weekly chart, I'm not going to open it up all the way, but supports around here at $35,000. Watch out for that over the next week or so, especially if earnings get really bad. We could definitely see, this is like the start of the week, guys. We could definitely just see a longer bad week for us right now. Now, going forward here, These are Gann levels that we're using, that we're going with the lows of 2022, so right in January. We're also breaking down below this Gann level. If you're hoping for anything good on this one as well, you want to get back above 38,670, 678, excuse me, and then you can hope for a small curl. It doesn't look as likely, but that's what you're hoping for here. Otherwise, the support level we're heading back down to is somewhere around here, about 37,000 for a short stop. So if you're looking to buy, it might be around there. But no, Neil, you come here all the time. You know I'm bearish on Bitcoin, right? So we've been talking about this bearishness for a while now. Unfortunately, it's just not good. And if what we were just looking at a few seconds ago with the SPY and the Bitcoin prices is the fact that they're correlated pretty closely and they're pretty much following each other exactly at this moment in time, right before earnings comes out. We have 20 minutes before the market closes. Add another 10 to 15 minutes when earnings starts coming out, and we'll be looking at that pretty closely here. But things right now are just not looking too bright right now. What I should probably try to do right here very fast is get ready for that and see if I can. No, I won't pull up CNBC for you guys to watch. I don't want to risk getting YouTube banned or whatever. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of the issue that we're facing right now. We're not in a good spot. We're just not in a good spot. We talked about this over the past few weeks, guys. I wish I had better news. But it's just the market that we're in, the bad economy we're currently facing with high inflation. People are starting to realize that the Federal Reserve is going to be hawkish on raising rates, and the fact that that's most likely going to lead to a recession because they're so behind the curve. They did such a bad job at predicting inflation that because they have to catch up, they have to be more aggressive, and people are going to lose their jobs as a result, which means people are not going to be able to buy as many goods, which means people are also going to lose more jobs after that, which means less buying and so forth here, just to curb inflation. And what good is lower inflation if you can't even afford anything in the first place? So, the Federal Reserve is doing a horrible job, and that's part of the reason we've been led down to this place, not just for Bitcoin, but the stock market as a whole. If we didn't have high inflation, there'd be a good chance the stocks would be reaching another all-time high at this moment in time. But, Jerome Powell says inflationary, or not inflationary, what's the term he kept using? Transitory. Transitory. There you go. Let's get the SPY off of here right now. The SPY's coming back down a little bit more than Bitcoin. There you go. Still waiting for this to get back above the 20, though. Still waiting for it to get back above the 20. Last time we had the drop and we came back down below the 20, it took a little bit of time, but actually we popped up right there just to fall back down. But yeah, more like that. Let's see. This is a lot more of an aggressive drop. Once another good example of an aggressive drop that we had. Yeah, popped, dropped, then came into contact with the coverage. Like, geez, yeah. Yeah. Just the subtle moves. You're not really hoping for anything crazy, but just the subtle moves. Those are the moves that you can trade with leverage to make you an income, but they're still risky. But when we're cooling off like this, it's fine. The big thing here, guys, is normally this would be a really good time to buy, but the fact that earnings are coming out scares everybody to death right now, and so everybody is not being. You're seeing a little bit of a lack of composure from a lot of traders in the market right now. I bet you guys are seeing people freak out left and right on Twitter about all of this, and this is just kind of a natural market move because of the high value and shorts that we just got hit by. Hey Neil, I'm glad I never hopped back into Ethereum Classic. You should be very glad about that. A lot of stuff is down right now. Even some of the nibbles that I bought yesterday, they're down like 10% right now. I mean, that's why I told you guys the nibbles and Bitcoin's still bearish because they're going to be part of my long-term portfolio, and I'm loading up on a lot of these lower market cap coins right now, like STMX, Elon, all in the dips. I'm still buying them, and I'm buying more. I even bought a little bit of FTM, but not too much, mostly because it's at support. Hey David, cool. I've always done my own taxes to try to make it easier myself. Ooh, it actually might be kind of good as well. Apecoin is the new hedge against Bitcoin. If they can sell that, that'd be really good. I would actually enjoy seeing ApeCoin go up higher. Hey, Byford, I hope you feel better soon. I hope you do. I thought I had long COVID. It was something else, but I had bad coughing for about 3 months or so. So I hope you feel a lot better soon. And take it easy. Take it easy. Hey Neil, all the crypto miners are sticking to. Oh yeah, of course they're going to be losing a bunch of money. If you want to buy crypto miners, you want to be starting to buy them in over the next few days and just kind of slowly keep on adding to those positions there. They'll give you great returns. So like if you go over here like to I don't even we don't have to go to even the miners. Let's go just go to Riot. Riot's down about like 8.5% today. So we saw the breakdown happen a while ago, but yeah, we're just not in a good spot, guys. It's as simple as that. We've been talking about all the technicals saying we're bearish. I've screamed this for a while now, or plainly said, "Hey, guys, we're bearish." Um, but yeah, definitely hasn't been too good as of late. Um, but yeah, there's just going to be a lot of pain in the crypto space for the next few probably the next few weeks here. But we should be able to have a rebound sooner or later. Again, we haven't had 5 weekly red candles since 2014. As bad as this week may be, next week should be a crazy rebound, or it should be from a technical standpoint. So, you know, I'm not adverse to buying up some things around these levels here, bit by bit. Not a lot, but you know, I'm for next week. I'm buying some Elon, and these are small nibble positions that if it doesn't work out, they just turn into a longer term portfolio, longer term play. So for me, that's like, hey, I'm gonna buy like $300 of Doge Elon Mars, a few $100 of STMX, a few $100 of ICP because it likes to have these nice rebounds after it finds all time lows. So I'm buying stuff like that here, as well as some other low market cap coins, and just a few $100, few $100, few $100, and if we have a good green week next week, right, then I'll be really excited. But if we have a horrible week next week and we have another red week, like 6 red weeks in a row, which is like unheard of, then I'm like, geez, now I need to double down and even add more, right? But again, there's such small positions to me that I don't fear them going down. If you guys are afraid of your money being tied up for months at a time, you guys don't want to be doing that strategy. You guys want to be waiting for a breakout or a breakdown and making the appropriate short or long trade on those positions, and then hold them for as long as you feel is necessary to make that profit, but still having that tight stop loss to protect yourself in case the market were to take a downturn like something that happened today, right? Hey Jay, Fidelity will soon allow retirement accounts to hold 20% of holdings in Bitcoin. Impact on price. It won't have an impact on Bitcoin's price right now just because the technicals are too strong. But in the long term, it's going to help out Fidelity a lot, and that's going to help out Bitcoin a lot. You're seeing more adoption of crypto. That's going to be absolutely amazing for crypto in the long term. Absolutely amazing. But for now, it's not going to really have a huge impact, unfortunately. But it's still good for the long term prospects of Bitcoin. And this is where it goes into that mindset that why do we keep on buying a little bit every week, a little bit every month for longer term positions? Because Bitcoin is going to hit most likely like $1 million one day. Ethereum is going to hit like $10,000 plus, right? Doge is going to hit $1, we hope, right? Matic's going to hit like $10, we hope. ADA is going to hit like $5, $10, whatever. We're all hoping that all these coins have go up a lot, and I think a lot of them will go up a vast amount over the next few years. And it will be interesting because these markets are from like a global standpoint. If you understand what I'm saying here, there's not an American market, a European market, a Canadian market, a Mexican market, a Chinese market, a Hong Kong market, or sorry, Japanese market, a South Korean market, an Indian market, a Russian market. We don't have all that stuff. We just have, I mean, we have exchanges, but we just really have one market, which means once all of that money starts flowing into these markets, you're going to see some crazy returns down the road. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but it's going to happen. So that's why I'm always like, hey, keep on nibbling even while we're going down. This is my philosophy. keep on buying a little bit every week. No matter what happens, just keep on buying, keep on buying a little bit of your paycheck into crypto every single week. Split it up between the blue chips like the Bitcoins and Ethereums, and some of those more speculative ones like STMX, BGB, and the ones that that I like and you like. Put it over there for a little bit. Keep on making the money going there, and then down the road you're going to be hit with some massive returns. But you have to be patient enough to wait for them, and at the same time you have to be able to not look at those funds every single day, because if you're looking at them right now, you're seeing a lot of red on the screen. You're hoping that you don't see that red on the screen, right? But yeah, that's kind of my philosophy right now. Like I've been able to buy a little bit before this stream started back over here on the dip. I bought more. Now, was it a lot? No, because I still expect Bitcoin to come down more. But a few years from now, 40,000 is going to look like I really want this to go back down to 40,000 again. It's not going to happen, right? So it's those type of issues that we have to deal with if you guys want to buy a long term. See. Hey, teaser. Oh, Bitcoin going bearish. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, you can see we're in a holding pattern right now. We're in a holding pattern. We're just kind of waiting to see what these earnings come up with. Here, let me pop up CNBC on my phone. CNBC TV. Oh, it's trying to get me to sign into something. Hold on, I'll bootleg it. All right, now CNN live stream, or here CNBC live stream free. It's crazy how you can just watch television shows for free online these days. If you guys just go to CNBC live stream online, you'll find a website that just gives you the stream for free. It's absolutely insane. And normally I'd be watching this actually through my TD Ameritrade account, but I don't want to pull that up because that uses a lot of software that would also go up against other stuff. GE is down 10% on the day. Oh God. Actually, here I got my gimbal right here, and I'm gonna put my phone in my gimbal. Let's work again. Wait a second. Oh, it's not balanced. Not balanced again. There we go. Ah, there we go. Now I got my little CNBC screen right here on the phone, and it's kind of going into my ear, so I'm gonna hear them while I'm talking to you guys. But I think it'll be worth it. Um, what do this? I have not used this thing in forever. There's a way to fix this screen tilt, but I'll just do it. No, I can't even do it by hand. Oh, it's not on a flat surface. Yeah, I need to recalibrate this sucker, but that's fine. Okay, but basically, they're talking about how stocks are at session lows. Um, Everything's just kind of blood red on the screen right now as far as CNBC is concerned. We'll look at it a little bit later though, or I'll tell you about the earnings when they come out here. Because as soon as the earnings come out, you'll probably see a drop or a spike in Bitcoin price. So that's what you're really waiting for right now. Oh, and David, we can go back. So I'm guessing we're up a little bit more from when we opened that long and that short. So if we go back over here, you'll see that the 125x position, it's up 160%. The 125 short position is down 135%, and that's how crazy leverage can be if you use it properly. Um, but don't use 125x leverage. That was just kind of to exaggerate how much money you can make using leverage here. But if you wanted to do 5 or 10 down the road, or maybe even 15, 20, maybe even 50, if you become really good at it, you definitely can. But those are the types of profits you can see when you're trading with leverage. So you can see how much profit you can make from a percentage standpoint, and you can also see how much money you're losing if you make the wrong guess with that same amount of leverage. That's really what's crucial here. That's the reason why. That's why I took two positions, so you can see the good and the bad. Because we don't always end up on the good side, right, of the trade. Which is why when you're trading with leverage, you don't actually have to trade with much capital. You know, if you have $1,000 in your account, you're not going to be trading with anywhere near $1,000 with leverage play. You're going to be trading with anywhere from $50 to $150, maybe just $100 because of the low $1,000 range in there. But yeah, I encourage you guys to sign up with BitGet. It's really good. The trailing stop loss will help you guys out a lot, and it'll make your life a lot easier as far as traders are concerned. Let's see. Oh, right now they're talking about how China's making the market worse because China's going into a lockdown because of COVID. If we have another COVID lockdown type thing, or they try to put masks back on, we're gonna go into freaking full on protest mode again. I feel like, but we'll see how it works out. Hey, Bodford. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tonight because I've been live since like 11 o'clock today. Um, If I do go live, it'll be around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, maybe 7 to 7:30, 7 to 8 o'clock. I'll take a little bit more of a break, depending on how the market looks right now. After earnings, is I'll probably end the stream right after earnings is completed. Let's say if I do go live, probably 75% chance I do, unless something crazy goes on. Probably from 7 o'clock Pacific time to 8 o'clock Pacific time, and that's probably when I will go live later on tonight. I think, yeah. And hey, Byford, did BitGet add trailing stop loss to crypto? No, I talked with them a few days ago, and their team is working on it, and it should be out before the end of the month here. End of next month. It's not May yet. Yeah, so the end of May, next 30 days or so. So I'm excited to see when it comes out, but they're still working on it. But I have not heard anybody working on a trailing stop loss. It is that crucial of a tool, but nobody wants to spend the time to do it because one of the problems is it uses a lot of processing power, I guess, from a standpoint of all the servers, because then it has to keep that trade in there. I guess I don't know the exact details of it, but apparently it's complicated for crypto exchanges to use it. So they're almost done with it. Apparently, they're about like a month left of work on it, which is still a lot of work, but not nearly as much as other companies. So when they allow it to go through, it's gonna get really really crazy, and it'll make my life so much easier as an investor, especially with crypto. I hate leaving crypto positions overnight. Let's see. The market's almost down like 800 points right now, guys. It's not hot at all at all. Um, hey, Byford. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm always happy to help you guys out, and I think 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock would be a good time frame there. Probably not longer than that. I'm gonna go get some groceries today. I'm gonna go get some duck. That'll be good. Hey, little road scratcher. Tesla stock is tanking. Yeah, it was most likely going to tank. Going over the next few weeks here. My price target for Tesla is 782. 782. I told you guys about that. When did I tell you guys about Tesla 42 or 782? I don't know when it. Does it tell you the day? 2 weeks ago, I told you guys I thought Tesla was going to crash. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can desktop audio. Let's see if it actually pulls up here. Hey everyone, we got the weekly Tesla chart here. Oh, I don't. You guys might hear my headphones aren't plugged into this, but let me turn off the phone because I can't even hear what I'm saying. But basically, look to where I'm pointing. We hit resistance. We're at support right now. We're at the 20. I know what I'm saying in this video. Hey, we're close to breaking down below the 20-week moving average right here. You're going to be looking for a larger drop. You may even see it come back down below the 50 moving average. And you're looking at this support level right over here. And that support level happens to be at... I'm going over the history of the breakout. Where's this line at? Am I going to show it? No. Okay, there you go. Yeah, 782. The 765 is like right there at 782 or so. That's where my price target is for Tesla. But I told you guys this 2 weeks ago. It's taken a little bit of time to get there, of course. But we're headed back down there. I like having a good streak of calls, even if it takes some time for them to pan out. Hey, David, Ape is coming back. That's good. And you're waiting for it to drop below 800 too. Yeah, I think Tesla below $800 is going to be a strong buy. It'll be fantastic to be buying at those levels here. All right, we got a minute to go. Or actually, I think the market's already closed, right? It's 1 o'clock for me. See, oh, 40 seconds according to CNBC. My yeah, my timer on my desktop doesn't work, I guess, or it's like 40 seconds off. Dow is down 782 points going into close, guys. 790. If we get to 800 points down, I mean, guys, this could be a good opportunity in the last like 15 seconds to buy a YOLO put. I'm not going to, but I think it might be a good opportunity. But everybody's banking on earnings, guys. These earnings are going to be wild. Here, let me see if I can do this for you guys very, very sneakily. Let me turn off desktop audio. That's off right there. Market just closed, and you're already starting to see people try to short this sucker back down. Um, okay, so let me get this going. Hold on. We're not going to have any sound, guys, because I'm going to try really hard to not mess this up. But let me see. So let's go to window capture, add new source. There we go. Again, no sound here. Look at that. You can see the battle already going on here. Let me get this over here. The earnings imminent. Basically, I'm going to turn this off until something actually happens on the screen. But we're watching it very intensely, guys. Okay, let me actually pull up some stuff here on my end because I messed up something. Where the heck? Oh, I accidentally deleted the way for me to see your guys' comments. Okay, well that's fine. Thought I didn't delete that, but yeah, I guess I did, huh? Okay, well that's fine. Okay, it's back. It's back up and running. There you go. All right. They're still waiting on the results. Popping some stuff up here. There we go. Oh, there you go. Hey, Rob, you bought two YOLO puts. There you go. This is definitely a YOLO type of day right now because nobody knows what these earnings reports are going to be like unless you go deep into the data here. Um, And hey, Max, yeah, I know. I normally don't stream too much during the day. I kind of want to do it more, but there's not really active people. If the market wasn't crashing, there'd probably only be like 20 people watching the stream, and that's why I normally don't stream at midday anymore until there's more hype around crypto in the markets. It's kind of like an evening thing because that's when everybody gets back home and everybody's kind of around their phone or their computer. Hey, Max, if we have a flash crash on Doge over the next few days or so, I mean, 12 cents 13 cents, kind of buy every few. I wouldn't be trying to buy Dogecoin like that though. I'm kind of like every week add some Dogecoin, every week add some Dogecoin if you're going that path. Um, as far as Dogecoin, before we're waiting for earnings reports here, but Dogecoin daily probably closer down here about 13 cents than maybe down here at 12. Yeah, 13, 12. If we have a larger crash over the next few days, probably a little bit at 13, more at 12. Because then if we do break down, then we're going to be heading back down to 11 cents or so. And that'll be another buying opportunity. Dogecoin seems to find support at hard levels like 10, 11, 12, things like that. We're just doing nothing. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for a move here. So Microsoft Q2 results. Alphabet misses. Alphabet misses. Microsoft beats. So mixed bag. That's not good as well. So here, let me pop this up for you. There you go. Right here. Microsoft beat. Alphabet misses. Okay. Alphabet's down 3.5%. Microsoft, I sorry, I just missed it. I think it's up a little bit here. So we do see these earnings reports coming out now. I'll keep you updated on them. But yeah, Apple's not doing so hot. We'll see which one has a larger effect on the market. But at this moment in time, we need to wait for the calls to come up as we get guidance going forward. But let me turn up the volume on my headphones here and see if I can hear anything more. And the Dow closed negative 809 points down for the day. Okay. Alpha, well, actually, here, hold on, guys. Here's Bitcoin. Here's Alphabet, guys. Into close, it just tanked. Here's Google on the 1 minute chart. So, Alphabet versus Bitcoin. Jesus, yeah. Down 4% now. Yeah, there we go, guys. All right. Well, let me turn the volume back to. All right. Snap. Yeah. It looks like we're not doing so hot here. Yeah. So there you have the earnings results. Alphabet misses. It seems like Alphabet had much more to do than Microsoft in this current environment. Well, here, you guys can see it again out here. Alphabet shares drop, missed. Revenue missed at the moment. We'll see if it can stabilize off here a little bit. Google is at a support level at the moment, if you guys can see that. Can you guys see this? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Right, there's my mouse right there. Trying to hold that, not even getting close there. But yeah, it's picky, not good. Hey, Jane, spy foots for tomorrow? Um, Most likely, yes. They probably would have been better to buy in before the market closed today if you were going to take that position, going off of the thought process that, hey, maybe the market's not going to be so good. But it would have just been a huge gamble regardless. So, uh, if you're buying puts tomorrow, I would assume it's more of a day trade personally. That's the way I would trade it, more of a day trade, because you don't know if the market may start off down and then just kind of recover a little bit out of nowhere. There's a lot of choppiness in the market, and we are still at key levels of support. If we start breaking down below those levels tomorrow, if the market is right, it'll actually rebound tomorrow and try to break back above those levels and hold. Not likely to happen, but it'd be better to day trade tomorrow in options market rather than try to swing trade off of this choppy weather, so to speak. You want to be looking stock by stock by stock and analyzing everything clearly there. Hey, teaser, Microsoft is falling now too. Let me pull this up right here. Bitcoin one, and here is yeah, you're right. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I don't like how correlated this market is. It really does suck right now, doesn't it? But that's what we're looking at. Google's down a little bit. I mean, you're not going to see these things freaking crash out completely, but Bitcoin has a lot further. It can go down than all these other ones, right? This is just after hours trading. Um, Google is down. Let's see, Microsoft is down 2% after hours. Uh, Alphabet's down 6% after hours, and Bitcoin, of course, is down about 6% overall today. So Bitcoin has a lot further it can go down over these other plays, unfortunately here. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this market? General Motors EPS beats. General Motors beat. It's up 2% after hours, but to be frank, it was down like 10% for the day. So 2% after hours really isn't a level of comfort there. Here, we can pull it up to you. Oh, geez, Bitcoin. Poor Bitcoin. What's going on? And hey, Jane, thank you very, very much for the super chat. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. And if you have any questions, Jane, feel free to let me know. I know you just asked them, but if you have any more questions, feel free to let me know, okay? Let me go back over here to two. And let's go to, what was the one? GM. Look at GM right here. Look how chopped. Oh, it popped and then it dropped right back down. Oh, man. Google may just wreck the whole market tomorrow. This was GM today. Look at that. That's why I was like, look at this pop. If you bought it open, it would have been now like 5%. Oh, not 10%. I don't know why I thought it was 10% here. Um, oh, over the last few days, I guess it was. I don't know. Oh, look at yeah. Oof, yeah, yeah. But yeah, so it was up a few percent. Now it's down. Unfortunately, still up after hours, up 0.5%. But guys, that Google's killing us. Um, let's see. Oh, I lost my video over here. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So Alphabet's still down. Bitcoin. Both are rebounding here a little bit. Maybe that's a good sign. And then David, going back to you. Now after all that, we're kind of back down to this normal level where Bitcoin the short's down 15 and the long is up 27%. So still kind of that mixed bag there. But we're gonna wait this one out here, guys. But yeah, not the best. Not the best. Not as bad as it could have been. At least GM beat. At least Microsoft beat. But it seems like Google had that power. Mostly because here, we'll look at it very fast. Microsoft market cap of they have a weird valuation on that one, don't they? No, that's kind of weird. Yeah. Here, hold on. Let's see. Does it say it properly? Oh, they just do it another way. Okay, that's fine. So Microsoft at $2 trillion market cap. I don't know why they do it in the billions, but I guess that's fine. Freaked me out there for a second. And then what's the other one over here? Google, Alphabet, about $1.6 trillion. It seems like Alphabet's being used as more of a reference for the economy over Microsoft. And I think that's going to be the real big pain that we see tomorrow. And we see that Google and Microsoft are both down. So just think about that market cap. So 5%, or I don't know what it is now, but Google is up a little bit more now. What are we at? Down 3%. 3% of $1.6 trillion market cap. That's a lot of money leaving the market all at once. And just wait till pre market tomorrow, of course. And then, of course, you got Microsoft. That's down a few percent as well here. Um, oh, it's actually Unch at the moment. So no market cap has left that one just yet. Unch. But yeah, so, tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. We might have an opportunity to hopefully Bitcoin, hopefully it may cool down a little bit, hopefully. And then maybe when the market opens up tomorrow, then that's what things might get a little bit more choppy again. But yeah, oof, definitely, definitely not a good day. Bitcoin's down about 6.5% right now. Back over here, back over there. Hey, Zachar. Yeah, I mean, yeah, It's because Google didn't do too well, and plus everybody's starting to liquidate positions. So normally you might see people in the institutional investment markets, like the Goldman Sachs guys, the Wells Fargo guys, the Chase guys, whoever. Um, they'd be trading and moving assets from sector to sector, play to play, so to speak. And it seems like people are just selling off positions at this point, just selling them and keeping the cash, which is always risky because we have high inflation. But they're seeing the opportunity, like, hey, there's no money to be made right now. It's not worth it. The risk is too high to invest right now. And since investing is my job, right, as an institutional investor, then guess what? I'm not going to risk my job to try to make a quick buck here in this market that's very hard to make a quick buck. All right, so Visa revenue beat. That's good. Visa revenue beat is good. Very, very good right there. So Visa's good. Visa's up 5%, guys. Chipotle is out. Chipotle beat. Here, let me pull this up for you guys. Where did it go? There you go. So Chipotle beat. It's not doing anything just yet, but it may pop up in a little bit. So we're having mixed results. It seems like tech is okay, but the fact that Google is not doing too well seems to be it's overbearing against everything else, unfortunately. But again, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow's really going to be that key day, guys. As bad as the market is right now for Bitcoin, it seems that it seems like Bitcoin is following Google a lot more than anything else at the moment, unfortunately. But let me go over here very fast. We're pretty close to support right now, guys. I mean, how far away are we from support? 1.7% away, 650 bucks away from support. So maybe that's where we hit the bottom for the day. But I still think after a long candle like this, I'm hoping we have a couple days of rebound. So after the stream is over in a few minutes, I'm gonna actually go buy some more crypto. I already bought some earlier today, but I'm gonna buy some more and hope for a multi-day rebound here, just to get us back up here to maybe about $39,000 or so. $1,000 gain for Bitcoin. Altcoins may see 5 to 6% returns. Nothing crazy, nothing as far as large plays concerned. Just here to make a quick little buck if I can. Hey, these gotta wait for the actual call now. See what the reps gotta say. That's where things can get really nasty for Bitcoin, and I hope it's not the not the case here. Ape is up the past 24 hours. Definitely a hedge against Bitcoin. Could explode if Bitcoin reverses here. That would be interesting to see. I hope if Bitcoin doesn't go up, Ape doesn't kind of have a reverse hedge effect and go back down. It would be nice to see ApeCoin do well though, because right now let's pull it up. Here's 5 minute Bitcoin. There you go. It's doing okay so far as ApeCoin concerned. Let's look at the 1 minute chart. Let's go to the hour chart. Still moving up on the 2 hour chart, so still moving up, still strong here. Having some resistance, but it had some resistance for a while. I'd be watching, I guess, the 15 moving average on the 2 hour chart. Anything else? The 4. We broke down below it fine before and actually made our way back up. So, ApeCoin is definitely on the watch list for most of you guys, I assume. There you go. Texas Instruments is down 6.5% after hours. If you guys ever had a freaking calculator in college or high school, that's Texas Instruments. They're down a lot. They beat on revenue, but they're still down a lot. There you go. Yeah, they beat, but the price is still down 6.5% right now. Earnings are just mixed bag. It looks like not as glorious as we want them to be, frankly. Hey Morgoth, is ADP today? You mean ADP earnings? I think that's what you mean. April 27th, tomorrow before the market opens. Tomorrow before the market opens. That's where ADP is coming out. You guys keep doing that. There you go. But yeah, definitely getting some hot spots, guys. See anything else going on right now? I don't think so. Pretty much just waiting for the earnings calls, like Teaser said, and then we need to see them have some good, like, hey, things are better right now, but they're going to get better. We want to hear that message. We're going to get better, right? But if you guys are looking at Dogecoin, we're fairly close to support right now, guys. I'm like very, very close to support. So you may see well, I'm going to buy some later on anyway. So, but that's just me. I hope we don't continue falling down. But these are small positions I'm buying, and not large ones. And hey, Morgan, thanks. I got calls. Yeah, tomorrow should be an interesting day for you. You're not going to really learn too much about the price right now. Everybody's kind of waiting for earnings tomorrow. And if you get good, if you do well in those YOLO calls tomorrow for earnings, I would probably sell them closer to market open, or even just like scale out of them. But be careful in case the market gets dragged down by Google. Frankly, right? Even if everybody else is doing fine, if Google just tears it up later on, we're all just going down. But with some opportunities in there like ADP that has earnings, that'll give you a short term boost in the morning, and that's only if Bitcoin. I mean, Google really does drive us down. Okay. Yeah. So Texas Instruments right now issues weak quarter two revenues, EPS guidance. So they know not a good outlook, and that outlook is what everybody's kind of placing their bets on right now. Why you see some of these plays going up and down so much. So that weak Q2 revenue, EPS guidance. Yeah. There's not really much I can say more right now, guys. We can just chill. My throat's getting tired from talking too much, and what do you call it? We kind of got the news that, hey, this isn't performing so well. Google took us down a little bit here. We're still hoping to get above the 20 moving average here on the 15-minute chart, though. That's really what we're hoping for at the moment, unfortunately. And hey, Morgoth, thank you very much for the super chat. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. And I do like that little ping setup I got for you guys. So when you guys donate or do anything, like subscribe or anything, I like those little pops. So there's one for Jane right there. And then I can do a replay for the one Morgoth did just now as well. I think the Morgoth one may take a couple extra seconds, though, because I just did one. I'm not entirely sure how it works out. I clicked it once. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, see, it takes a couple seconds, though. There you go, Morgoth. Yeah. Thank you guys very much. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully, Bitcoin can find a way to turn around here, but I'm going to be buying up some crypto at these levels as well. Buying the dip is going to be fun for these ones, though. Because, we're only 2% off of support, you know? So, and David, I don't know if David's still here, though. He might have had to go back to work or something like that. But those shorts and longs that we've been talking about and everybody else, now you can see the short is still down. Like, we're still above the short position, and the long is fine. But I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave these plays here for like a day or something like that. Come back in 24 hours, and you'll see how drastically they've changed. Sorry, I'm also listening to the audio in my head. So still weak guidance here. All right, but what do you call? Real quick, Mike, your three favorite altcoins to throw a little crypto in today. I've been liking stuff like Doge, Elon, STMX, and another one that I've been following lately. ICP if we bounce, or you can go off of FTM. I don't. Well, actually, let me check out FTM very fast because I don't know if FTM actually broke down or not. We did break down. Never mind. Um, I was hoping we'd have a bounce. STMX and Dogecoin is what I would say right off the bat. There's a few other ones, but I can't recall them. They're on like the second and third pages of Coin Market Cap. There's stuff I don't really talk about that much at all. Um, I can find it out very fast. Hold on. Let me see if I can find over here. Oh, and see here. And here are the. I can't tell. Here it is. Yeah, sorry. There's a lag on the one on my computer versus the one on my phone. Earnings this week. Tomorrow we got Boeing, Ford, Meta, PayPal, Qualcomm, Amazon, Cat. I mean, if it doesn't get better, we're going to continue falling down. So be careful with any plays you guys have going on this week. And remember that fun fact I shared with you guys earlier in the stream? We haven't had 5 bad red weeks in crypto since 2014. It's been that long since we've had this bad of a streak here, guys. Now let me go back over here to my YouTube page. You guys won't see this, but I'm just going to work on something on the side very fast. Um, uh, I haven't responded to them. Yeah. So some of the smaller coins I've been looking at are Ever, Steam, STMX, Lena, and maybe DG. So those are some of the coins I've been looking at. Smaller market caps for sure. So as we're kind of waiting for Bitcoin to do something interesting here, here are some of them. Uh, oh, not the other one. So these are longer term holds for a potential altcoin season down the road. This is what I'm thinking about in the back of my head. Um, so you can see down, down, down. It's had a good little rebound here over time, but it's something. Hey, if it does well, I'm gonna buy some more of it. Steam. These have had good results over the past few months, which is why I bought them. Um, very very low market cap, 5,000. It's just an exchange. You guys know how I feel about exchange tokens. STMX. This is more of one that you guys would probably like to buy more. It's on page number 272. Market cap of under 200 million. This has really nice pops. I'm waiting for a pop. Anything else here? Maybe a Lena. That's to stop there. Linear Finance, $77 million market cap. Long term hold on this one, hoping they can kind of achieve their goals. But this thing had some nice pumps last year, and I'm hoping it can go do something similar down the road. But these are all long term plays here. But Linear Finance has been doing very well. There you go. Reports miss. Okay, there you go. But basically, right now, guys, nothing's happening with Bitcoin. It's kind of just going sideways here. What's something else? Is anything actually churning up right now? From a, we'll probably just go put up ApeCoin back up here. Churn away. There you go. Choppy. Not still just as choppy as everything else. There we go. All right. Oh, is that what I did on accident? That makes sense. All right. Okay, that's fine. Boeing got slammed today. Oh yeah, it should. Boeing's earnings going to be atrocious, right? Um, they still have a backlog, so that's good. But Boeing needs Boeing needs a perfect economy to get back on its feet. Boeing has been falling for years now, ever since those crashes, ever since those battery issues way, way back in the day. They have just not been able to recover for it. And remember, I'm more in tune with Boeing than any other company out there in the market. And that's specifically, gosh, I see my dog bit a hole. Now every time I look at myself in the camera, I can't unsee the hole that my dog bit in there. I like this shirt a lot, though. Oh, hold on a second. Robinhood is a news alert. Robinhood is cutting 9% of its workforce, laying off 9% of employees. That is huge. It's down 3% after hours, or 3% for the day. Youcha. This is good for Robinhood investors down the road. I told you guys I'm looking to buy. Oh, it's under 10. I didn't buy it today. Oh, sorry. I went to a different mode on my headphones. These headphones are too fancy for me. I'm not sophisticated enough to use these. It costs like 300 something dollars. So yeah, they're cutting. They're taking off 9% of their workforce. Already cutting jobs, guys. Already cutting jobs here in the market. Um, Stop refreshing. I don't know why it keeps refreshing on this. Okay. Um, Okay, well, I'll buy some more tomorrow, basically on Robinhood. I'm buying Robinhood for a long term play. I know they will do well in the long term. I believe they will, so to speak, right? But I'm slowly been nibbling into this over the past few months now, and I'm excited to buy this for the long term. But man, this thing is just getting slammed like everything else. Um, yeah. Okay, sorry. Also listening to the news going over here. That's not good at all for those workers. I feel bad for them, but you know, you companies aren't as good as you might think they are right now, right? So it's kind of a mixed bag depending on which sectors you're looking at. Let's see. Hey Zecker, I think Meta tomorrow. I think is Meta tomorrow morning. I think it is. Can I just use Facebook? Okay, good. Uh, Earnings is April 27th, so tomorrow after the market closes. So we might have just another bad day tomorrow, guys. Well, I mean, maybe the market will rebound a little bit, but gosh, guys, you guys know I love technicals. You guys know I love giving my opinions. Right now, we're in such a wacky freaking spot. The technicals would say we need to have a little bit more of a rebound here to kind of recoup a little bit, take a little bit of a breather. But if earnings are continually bad tomorrow, it won't matter. We'll just continue to tank, and shorts will continue to pummel us down. Remember earlier in the stream here, we talked about these shorts attacking us. Look at this. 4 hours ago, when all this stuff really started, $40 million of Bitcoin shorted. $40 million of Bitcoin shorted. Then we had 7 million. Then we had 5 million. Then we had 5 million of Ethereum. 8 million of Ethereum. Bitcoin longed a little bit for 5 million. Bitcoin shorted. Bitcoin shorted. Longs liquidated 1.5. Shorts 3.2. Nothing really crazy going on there. And then this is 17 hours ago. That's a long time ago. So you're seeing people get their butts kicked right now in the market. 4 million, 4 million, 5 million, whatever it is. Anything really since then? 17 minutes ago, 6 million shorted. 18 minutes ago, 5 million shorted. 22 minutes ago, 5 million shorted. 22 minutes ago, 4 million shorted. 22 minutes ago, 4 million. We're just in a bad spot. And all of these guys were shorting directly off of earnings here. That's what you guys saw. That's why you guys had a little bit of a move right as earnings was closing, right? Right there. That was the drop that they caused. Not nearly as big as the drop that we had earlier, of course, but definitely still a drop, and there's still people shorting, so they still see a downside to this market right now. I don't think they're smart for shorting right there. I would have shorted back up here when you saw that huge breakdown right there between the trend line and the Fibonacci levels. Now we stepped to the Fibonacci levels here. We're kind of at this larger support level. I don't know if that was the smartest move from the shorts, but hey, if they got the money to push us down, they got the money. Debatable though. Let's see. Hey, David, see you later, my man. And just bought some hood. Yeah, what do you call? I like Robinhood as a long term hold. I really do like Robinhood as a long term hold. They just have some issues generating revenue, and the fix is almost so easy, but they just refuse to do it. Um, they keep on giving you half products on Robinhood. They need to go full out and give you good data. And even if that means you have to have good data through and like a website instead of the app, they should be able to give it to you. Because right now the problem with Robinhood is if you guys go over to Robinhood, let me open up my Robinhood account again. I think I don't use this at all, but I still have money in it just so they don't close my account basically. Um, how should I do this? Sorry, let me take this off. I'm hearing multiple voices in my head at the same time while trying to think, and it doesn't really work out too well, does it? Um, okay, yeah. So if I go over here to account and Robinhood Gold, this is what I get for $5 a month, okay? So, in depth research and analysis, up to $50,000 in instant deposits, level 2 market data, and you can invest on your margin. I have TD Ameritrade. I prefer to trade stocks and options on TD Ameritrade, okay? And sometimes futures if I want to, sometimes Forex if I want to too. I can do it all through TD Ameritrade, okay? They're charging me $5 a month for this. TD Ameritrade gives this all to me for free. for free, right? So they're trying to make money selling you stuff that you could get for free if you just manage to learn how to be a regular investor and not be on the apps. Being on apps is good if you guys are a beginner, but you guys do want to start moving over to something else, right? Um, and part of that is it just helps you grow as a trader. But if you still want to use the apps, right, you still have the ability to use the apps that these other platforms have. So Fidelity has a formal exchange that you guys can download on your computer, right? They also have a good app. TD Ameritrade also has a good exchange you can use on your computer. It also has a good app, right? Now, do they look as fancy, do they look as modern and elegant as Robinhood and Webull? No. But are they more efficient from a trading perspective? Absolutely. Do they charge you for stuff you can get for free anywhere else? No. I mean, they just don't do that because they understand they want to hold your finances. They want to hold the money. That's where they make their money, right? And during that time, they're making tons of money off of it. But Robinhood wants to hold your money, make money off of it, sell your order flow data, and charge you for the right to just get the basics. Level 2 data is basic, guys. It is extremely basic information. You should have access to it. In-depth research and analysis written by professionals at Morningstar. Cool, but not useful. If you're on Robinhood, you're not even going to understand how to use proper market data. I put out a tutorial a while ago about how to use like 10K forms. None of you guys are really going to ever have to look at 10K forms because of how boring they are. But if you guys want to use them, and you guys want to know at least what a 10K form is, there's tons of videos, not just mine, on YouTube about 10K forms. Like, so if I go over here to Robinhood, here, I don't use Robinhood website too often. Can I just go down? I'll find it over here while we watch Bitcoin. Back over here. What was this at? David, up 62%, down 50, still doing okay, but just this is a fun trade that we're doing right now, guys. Don't take that seriously. Okay, but let me get off of CNBC. Well, I'll leave CNBC on there for now. Investor relations. Let's go to annual reports. Oh, I don't want to sign up. I just want to see them. You ones. 10K. Sorry. I don't look at Robinhood's 10K often. But yeah, so how many of you guys are going to read a 200-page document about a company and them telling their story about why they're doing good or why they're doing bad, right? Actually, let me see if I can actually find any good information here. Mine, safety disclosures, legal proceedings, removed and reserved. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Management discussion and analysis of financial condition and result of operations. There you go. So this is the really boring stuff that you would probably want to read if you guys want to learn about a company's health and if you guys want to buy it for a longer term hold. I usually read a portion of the finance section before I even buy my dividends place because I want to make sure the company is healthy enough where the dividends are bringing me in a profit while the price is going stagnant or going up. So I'm still making revenue out of it. And these, of course, dividend plays are long-term type of plays when you guys are looking for them. So let me just read some of this for Robinhood. Again, nothing's happening with Bitcoin, guys. Nothing's happening with Bitcoin. I want to stress that. But I want you guys to understand some of the harder work that you might have to do down the road if you guys want to go down that long-term investing path. And you guys are mostly be spending time swing trading. But at the same time, you want to protect those long-term assets, correct? All right? So let's just read this off. So let's kind of read this. I know this might be boring, but stay with me for a second, okay? With respect to the year ended December 31st, 2021, as compared to the year ended December 31st, 2020, we generated a total net revenues of $1.82 billion compared to $959 million for the year-over-year growth of 89%. We incurred a net loss of $3.69 billion, which included an aggregated cost of $3.62 billion associated with share-based compensation and the change in fair value for our convertible notes and warrants compared to the net income of $7 million. $7 million. Share-based compensation expense total $1.57 billion compared to $24 million for the year ended December 31st, 2020. Share-based compensation expense all related to stock options. No expense relating to restricted stock units was recognized because the vesting condition had not been met as our IPO had not yet occurred. Oh, that's fair enough. The net loss for the year ended December 31st, 2021 also included a total expense of $2.05 billion associated with the change in fair value convertible notes. Okay, fine. Anything else here? We had a net cumulative funded account of $22.7 million compared to $12.5 million for year-over-year growth of 81%. We had monthly active users, MAU, of 17.3 million in December 21 compared to 11.7 million in December 2020 for a year-over-year growth of 48%. We had assets under custody of 98 billion compared to 63 billion for year-over-year growth of 56%. We had average revenue per user of 103 compared to 109 for a year-over-year decrease of 5%. Whoa. So they got more people, but they're making less money off of the people. So they're kind of screeching for the barrel of the bucket investors who probably only have a few bucks, lose it real fast, and just leave the app. And they got an update about COVID. Then they go over some finances here. I'm not going to read all this. They define everything in here. It gets really boring. But like I would spend probably like an hour just reading all this. And kind of like, this gives them the ability to tell the story in their own words without the actual formal annual report, which is more structured. I'm not going to bore you with all the data here, but you'll see how much money they share-based compensation expense from marketing, how much money they made, operations technically, or how much money they're spending. Excuse me. So comparison, yeah. So comparisons, all type of stuff, and this is all important stuff that you guys would want to read and understand a little bit of, not everything, but just understand it before you would place a long-term trade in a specific security, right? Most people would probably just listen to like a talking person on CNBC or maybe a Bloomberg or something like that. But if you guys want to get down to that nitty gritty world of long-term investing and kind of following the fundamentals, basically, those 10K reports are going to be your lifeblood for understanding what's going on in the company from the company's perspective and what their goals are going to be. I am a strong believer that Robinhood will be great one day. And that's why I'm buying at these low levels. But I told you guys, I'm not buying Robinhood at those high prices when they IPO'd it. I didn't think it was worth it. I was buying close to like $10, and now we're back at $10 suddenly, right? So you gotta play the game slowly when it comes to a lot of these types of longer term valuation plays that you guys might be looking into for the future. But the good thing is for the stock market, you have those. You don't have those type of reports technically for cryptocurrencies. You're kind of just trading off of what Bitcoin's doing. So you're hoping Bitcoin does well, so your altcoins also do well. Because that's pretty much the goal of most of our strategies here, right? There's a reason why all the big YouTubers, like I consider myself a medium YouTuber, but you got Chris, and the Cryptoverse guy, Digital Asset News, the other guy that joined them on their like weekly streams. They all talk about Bitcoin and not really much else here, maybe Ethereum, but they don't talk about anything else because Bitcoin really leads the way. Ethereum really leads the way with how we view the market. What's the other guy's name? It's gonna bug me. You guys can see what I watch on YouTube for a daily. I usually watch Johnny Depp, some Disney songs to get me pumped up, some biblical songs get me pumped up too. Sports stuff. I look up new TVs in case I want a new TV. What's that guy's name? This guy. Invest Answers. More inflows. This guy was screaming bullish for like the last month or so, saying there's no chance we were going to break down. And I'm like, yeah. But yeah, hindsight's always 2020 now. Like even Collins kind of switched up from more of a bullish to more of a bearish standpoint over the past few weeks here. But yeah, so that's the other guy though. He usually has some fun news. I don't believe his technicals here. I don't trust his technicals, but he's a good guy. He's not bad, right? He's not lying to people. He just gives his perspective on, and he's kind of more of a bull at heart. I'm more of a make money at heart type of guy, so I have no good but versus bad compass when it comes to trading. I just want to make money as fast as possible. Let me see what's going on. Anything else with CNBC? I don't see anything else, guys. Um, Maybe Elon will buy that too. If Elon could buy Robinhood, oh my gosh, that would be absolutely insane. And Robinhood might even go down to $6 if they don't get their act together. So I think if Robinhood, like, so if you go over here to Hood very fast, you'll see that the market cap is currently at $9 billion. He can afford that. That's a pricey salad to that guy. Excuse me. If we go back down to $8 or $7, we'll get $5-6 billion market cap. He can just buy it in cash. So I'm hoping he does. Can you imagine if you have Twitter and Robinhood like kind of combined? So like using some Twitter parts and putting it into Robinhood so you can talk with people and tweet about your favorite stocks and stuff like that. Now that would be an ultimate community. You kind of think of stock twits. I don't use it because it's all spammed on there pretty much nowadays. But if you guys ever looked at stock twits, they just like it's like a tweeting place for stocks. Kind of mix it in. Stock twits would go out of business. So that'd be kind of cool there as well. But yeah, I thought about this actually a few months ago when the price was a little bit lower. If you guys remember when we IPO'd over here, we did some fun day trades and stuff, and Secret Fish was buying Robinhood up to make a massive profit off of it. But we always joke and we say that Secret Fish is Elon Musk, but I thought like he should really just buy this company and just do something with it. Because if Elon bought Robinhood, oh boy, would that be an interesting time here. There we go. Alrighty. Hey, teacher. I would like to say I'm a proud owner of Robinhood. Dude, hey, I'm right there with you. I'm a proud owner of Robinhood too. I've been buying it for a while now. I'm just hoping to get better prices down the road so I can buy even more of it. And hey, Kate, I will be on this evening. I'll be on at 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock only, not 6 to 8 and not 6 to 9, just 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock since I've been streaming since what, 11 o'clock? So 11, 12, 1, pretty much 3 hours now. I'm gonna need to break the rest of my voice. My throat's getting a little itchy right now. Let's see. And hey, Kilo. Hey, John. I know the YouTuber. Hey, John. I don't follow him that much because I know he took a hiatus when things went when the market kind of got quiet. I don't think he made any calls. No, he didn't make any calls about us going up or down. If he did have a position, I would have liked to hear it though. I remember he was kind of with me as far as the small YouTubers that were making videos about Dogecoin back when it was popping off here. And I know some of you guys watched him. It looks like right now he's talking more about projects and kind of like things he's buying up as far as coins. So that might be kind of interesting. But it doesn't look like he actually made a play as far as saying, "Hey, this is what I think is going to happen down the road." But I mean, to be fair to him, it when you give your opinion on YouTube, it really does expose you guys to criticism. So I've been saying for the past few weeks, Bitcoin's extremely bearish, right? And my hope was that even though we're extremely bearish, whales can give the middle fingers to the technicals and push us back up, right? That was kind of the gist of what I've been talking about. But if we would have held and gone up to some crazy, break above the 20 moving average again and then start moving back up, I would have looked a little bit weird. Like not like a fool or anything like that because I could have just had a bad take on it, but it would have opened me up to criticism, which maybe would have hurt my feelings or something. You get what I'm saying, right? So I understand when YouTubers out there in the crypto field don't want to give their opinion on something as far as breaking out, breaking down, being bearish versus bullish because we're on YouTube and we have a following and we have the trust of people, right? Because we have that trust, some of you guys will trade off of the advice that we give you, and some of you guys will trade off of our opinions. And we as YouTubers always kind of keep that in the back of our head as far as, when I say we're bearish or I say we're extremely bearish, I'm not doing that to freak you out. My mindset goes to the fact that, hey, this will give us some good buying opportunities. And over the next few hours here, as I open up some trades, I'm going to be buying some smaller nibble positions and hope that I can make a quick little rebound off of a few $1,000 tomorrow, right? If the market opens up strong or something like that, right? and that's kind of the hope. But I understand if the market doesn't go the way I want to, those long positions now become longer term positions because that's the way I have this planned out. Because I'm not really confident enough in the longs to really do a multi like 5-6 day swing trade here. I only feel comfortable doing maybe a 1 to 2 day swing trade here, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I'm not going to freak out about it, right? Because it's going with my expectations, if that makes sense. Like, going over YouTubers and the Twitter crowd. Remember, what's the guy's name? The guy was irking me because he kept on showing up on my Twitter feed. I think I actually followed him because of it. Elon Musk. What's the guy's name? Crypto Rover. So if we go down here 13 hours ago, April 24th, let me see, a little bit further back. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Okay, so he's saying we're gonna breaking crucial support, weekly decision time. Oh, he actually gave some what do you call this? Yeah, he was all about this. All about this head and shoulders play. There was too much bearish stuff going on for that to work out, right? He's like, we'll never fall below this important volume support. Well, yeah, we did break down below it, unfortunately, right? So there are people like this, but look at he gets like 7,000 likes and thousands of likes, right? So you got it. These people match their business with their Bitcoin technicals. So scoop, 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 right? He thought we might continue going back up here. We have an opportunity to still do that, but he keeps on saying big pumping, right? So if you're a new investor and you might be looking at this type of stuff and you're like, hey, this guy has a bunch of followers, I should listen to what he has to say. Or the same thing with Plan B last November when he said we're going to go to like $90,000 or so. When things start to break down, then you got to start getting worried, right? Because the people will change their stories really a lot, right? So April 25th, historic buy signal. The last time this MA for funding rates went negative and touched the green line, we bounced off massively to new highs, right? So do you feel like we're bouncing right now? Right? So Bitcoin one day falling wedge. This is April 25th, hoping for a big pop. I don't actually know if we had one April 25th. Let me see. I don't want to talk bad about the guy if I'm not really, the data is not there. April 25th. No, we did. That was yesterday. Never mind. My bad. Yeah, we did not have a big pump after that. We just crashed back down. And that goes to the part which I was talking to you guys about a while ago. I'll get off his Twitter now, but it goes to the point that not everything that deals with Bitcoin involves technicals. And I it said 2 days ago, I said, hey, technicals are extremely bearish, but there's the fact that we're correlated, or the price of Bitcoin is, correlated with the price of the S&P and the NASDAQ right now. That's having a bad effect on the Bitcoin price. And therefore, because I don't think these earnings are going to be relatively good because of how bad I feel the economy is, right? That's why I did the Netflix puts with you guys. I felt like we would have something that kind of drag us back down, and you see that kind of going off today here, where it's not just the technicals. Well, from a technical standpoint, guys, we broke down right here. This was that big warning signal I gave you guys. As soon as we break down, this thing is weaker. I think I'm just too much of a nerd about charts, to be honest. I spend too much time looking at them. I look at charts when I'm playing video games, and I'm just kind of like glazing over. That's why I have monitors over here, like multiple monitors, so I can kind of just play Total War, play a game, and so forth, guys. So, you know, um, hmm, it'll be an interesting time going forward, guys. This is not a bullish market. This is not a good market by any stretch of the imagination. And then if you want to get into some pessimistic viewpoints here about even more than I have been already, right? But you guys might have an opportunity, like David wants to start looking to short. This will be a good shorting opportunity. If we go over here, Coinbase, Bitcoin, let's get rid of this one. We're back down below that 20-month moving average here, and we're very close to breaking down below the higher lows that we talked about just yesterday. We were back up here and looking okay. We were looking okay, not good, but okay, right? And so now we're getting close to breaking down below this 20 month moving average, And again, every time we break down below the 20-month moving average, blop, blop. Does it go back over here enough? Blop. You know, so spend as much time and lose as much of your life in charts as me. I made a funny joke with baby fish today. I said if you do nothing but for 2 years, except for just look at charts, you can end up like me with the smiley face emoji, right? Because I just look at charts too much and I feel like I'm a nerd about it, but I have been wrong before and I will be wrong in the future. We're hoping over the next 4 days here for a bullish standpoint that we can really stay above the 20-month moving average. And if you guys want to know what that level is, it will change a little bit over the next few days here because they just change naturally the moving averages here. But the moving average that you guys want to stay above right now for the end of the month, which is in 4 days, 4 hours, we want to stay above $40,140. $40,140. That means we have to pump up another $2,000 over the next few days, which we can. But to be frank, even if we manage to hold it, there's still a good opportunity that May is going to be just a horrible, horrible month. I don't see May being a particularly good month, but I would consider May being a good month if we can just hold steady and stay within a trading range of 35,000 to 45,000. If we can stay in that range, I'd be very happy with it. Maybe even 35,000 to 42,000 or so, right? Let's see. Earnings alert. I'm looking at something as far as CNBC is considered. Talking about YouTube. There is confident allows compete more. Okay. Okay, it looks fine for Alphabet. I mean, Google is not doing anything crazy here. Bad revenue, but not like their company is not in any danger, if that makes sense. They're just having a rough quarter. But again, going back to this, for all of you guys that are new to the stream here, think about this. When is the... There we go. When is the last time we saw something like this where there's a green candle here? I mean, we just don't see green candles off of this formation too often. We usually see this is like the start of a dump here. Hopefully we just go back down to 28,000 or this support and we just kind of leave it at that. But normally when we break down below the 20-month moving average, we're headed back down to the 50-month moving average. Or if we break down below the weekly 20 and have the death cross here, we're normally coming back down to the 200 weekly moving average. Death cross there. Death cross here. Death cross maybe around here about $25,000, $26,000 by the time we actually hit it. We have plenty of time here, guys. But what I'm doing at this moment in time is I'm just buying up nibbles for long-term positions and doing some small day trading and some small swing trades when I want to. Most of my money, most of my income from the markets right now is coming from day trading options. Crypto is fine. It's fun. Options are very much easier to trade at this point in time just because of the choppiness of the market. I hate being in a short or a long and then just a whale comes along and just flips it like that. And even though I have a stop loss, I'm protected, but it's annoying to deal with, if that makes sense. And I don't like it as much. That's still breaking even there. Hey, Kilo. I haven't watched him in a while, but I like him. Yeah, he switched up his content as far as Hey John, but he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. It looks like he's just kind of promoting projects right now, but promoting projects makes you good money too. Let's see. Hey, Hoot, Elon bought Twitter. Doge going to pump more. Doge should stay pretty correlated to the Bitcoin price for now. Down the road, you will see Dogecoin having some monster moves, but until Bitcoin finds its support, which will either be around like 33, 34,000, 28,000, or 25,000, one of those kind of key levels there, you're going to see Dogecoin continue to correlate with Bitcoin, and over time you'll see kind of pump up again, but that'll happen more during another altcoin cycle here. I'm hoping we can see stronger moves down the road here. Just looking on the weekly chart here. How long? After the death cross, how long did it take for us to really get booming again here? Really booming above the 20. It took about 259 days for this one to get booming again. It only took 63 days. On this one right here, it's only been 42 days. So, we may only have like maybe another bad month or so. Then maybe we can start recovering from that. Maybe another 2 bad months or so. But those 2 bad months are just going to be great buying opportunities for you guys going forward, right? Okay. Anything else here? Just looking to see if there's any other earnings. Alphabet's down 6%, guys. 6%. All right. But okay, buddy, I'm gonna end the stream now. It's been a good 3-hour stream with you guys. I will be live again from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. To kind of go more over what we talked about today and kind of just more general things about Bitcoin. We won't be going as in depth as I did at the beginning of this video. Before I leave you guys, I do want to let you guys know I did post a video today talking to you guys and teaching you guys how to trade using Fibonacci extension tools. I don't know where it is. Fine, I'll just go to my videos. Fibonacci extension tools right here. If you guys want to learn how to use this, I would really recommend it. This is something that will help you guys out a lot. It is crazy accurate how much this thing is right. And I explain how it's right on an Apple chart, and I explain how it's right on a Bitcoin chart. This thing is gold. Use it like gold because it is that valuable to you guys as far as investing, as far as playing breakouts and playing consolidation patterns, if you will, okay? All right, but okay, everybody. See you guys later on. Enjoy the rest of you guys' day until we talk to each other a little bit later on. We're not in a good spot. I told you guys this for weeks. I wish I could be more positive. But for now, these are good buying opportunities if you guys want to do some dips. So some nibbles, excuse me. Thanks, everybody, and see you guys a little bit later.